Listen up, all day family. What's up? It's Brett. It's Lofa. We're talking Seahawks off of an emotional 36-24 loss at home to the Santa Clara 49ers. This one stings, man. This one stings. I'm not gonna lie. We're coming on the air pretty fresh off of this loss here. How do you guys feel? Start throwing up the comments. Start letting us know what you think about this one. Give this video a like. Don't give it a dislike. That's the team. That's the game. Don't give this video a dislike. Give us a like out there. But the team. What the hell is going on out there, man? It's raw, baby. This one's raw. Brother, I'm kind of upset. I'm going to be honest. I told you guys the 13-point loss to the Lions is worse than we thought it was. Then we go ahead and loss to the Giants. I said, uh-oh, the sky is falling. Now the Niners come in here and they punk us on our own home turf. This one was frustrating. Where do we go from here? We were 3-0. We're 3-3 now. 0 in the last 3.
500. Half game out of first.
Are you gonna give me some silver linings right now?
Oh, sorry. I'm just giving you facts.
Okay.
I like to deal in facts.
That's so.
I know you like to get emotional.
That's
just like, oh my God.
Are you going silver lining or are you going facts?
We're dying. Half game out of first.
Half game out of first.
All right, because they're 1-2. We're 0-1 in the division. These are facts.
Okay.
Sat with Amazon today. Shout out to Amazon with their analytical team, and they would present these kind of facts. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, buddy. Okay, this does not worry you. This current trending downwards. 3 losses in the last 3 games. This doesn't worry you about things to come for this season.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried because once is luck, bad luck. Twice, that's a coincidence now, folks. Trace, that's a trend and a streak. So, yeah, we're having a down luck, a downstream, just fucking shit sucks right now. All right, fucking 3 games in 11 days. I mean.
This is the fan in you talking. I like it.
No, this is the player in me. Like, holy shit. Like, who else has played 3 games in 11 days in the history of ball?
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but you still got to play the games in front of you.
Has anybody else played 3 games? You fucking. McNeil, get on that shit. Quit recording me. Fucking find out who's played 3 games in 11 days.
36,
has it ever fucking happened?
36-24. BetOnline, by the way, proud sponsor of this show, betonline.ag. Check out their online browser, that's betonline.ag, or use their mobile app, BetOnline. You can wager on anything in the world of sports. They're the #1 world's most trusted betting platform, your source for everything football. Also, head to the online casino when all the sports end. BetOnline, the game starts here at betonline.ag, everybody. Lofa, what has you more concerned, the offense or the defense?
I'm not gonna lie. Giving up almost 500 of total yards when they clearly called the dogs off. Like, even Shanahan caught me off guard with his Shanahanigans. He actually ran the ball, and lo and behold, it worked. I was expecting a play action, and I feel like we all were too. But no, he ran rampant.
They ended up with 228 rushing yards alone.
Yeah.
Everybody was running the ball out there. Who's this? Isaac? Who is this kid? Isaac
Garendo?
Yeah. Who's this guy? 10 carries, 99 yards. That's 9.9 per. Jordan Mason, shout out to your fantasy team. 9 carries, 73 yards. That's 8.1 per. Brock Purdy, 4 carries for 19. Patrick Taylor, 5 carries. Juszczyk's taking it one time to the house. They're running all over us, man.
What's with the rushing
Bro, that
defense?
was like a 7-yard carry. Relax. To the house? Whoa,
He-
whoa, 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 whoa.
One carry to the house.
Yeah, I'm just saying. To the house.
He
Fucking-
took
he
it.
was-
He went to the
walked out
house.
the fucking doorstep.
Yeah, right into the next house next door. My point is, they were running all over us. The rush defense, the last few games, suspect, my friend.
Yeah, not good.
No.
No bueno.
We're giving up yards, man. Brock Purdy, 18 of 28 for 255 and 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Eesh. That's efficient.
Is there something we're missing out there? Is there something you want to hear us speak specifically on? What has you the most upset? Fill it in. We are here to answer your super chats all night. So fill up that comment section. We'll be here for as long as you're talking about it. On our side of the ball, Geno Smith, he threw the ball 52 times.
Yeah. That's not a winning recipe. Like, as good as Geno is, because I know there's a lot of fucking Geno haters out there, my guy's got no time. All right. That's just the fucking flat-out truth. One of those picks, he threw it a little late, and if you look at the end zone copy, he didn't have the window to actually step up and deliver like he always does. But I'm not making an excuse. He'll tell you the same. He'll step to that podium and say the same. It's just you have to, like, 50 yards rushing. Like, didn't we say at least Walker got 14 carries, right? I'm looking at him now. At least we tried to run the ball, and like that's the crazy part. You give up 500 yards, you give up 3 turnovers, and don't get fucking shit. You shouldn't be within 12 points, ladies and gentlemen. That's not me being a fucking homer. That's me being the voice of reason and like.
Well,
actually
we got
impressed.
7
We're
off
still
of a,
in the fucking game.
Yeah, but we got 7 off of a kick return.
Okay, and we gave up 12 off of fucking turnovers. So, like, how you get them or how you give them, like, what matters, okay? Like, points are on the board or points are taken off, like, right? So I'm just saying, like.
This is a frustrating one, man. I mean, they handed it to Kenneth Walker 14 times, but he only gets 32 yards. So they're doing what we asked them to do. They're doing what they said they're going to do, which is feed K9, but there's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah. No shit, because 20 carries total, and one of them was Geno for no carries, or for no yards. But 52, like, you have to at least – how many fucking plays were we on the field for? Because that's what I have to look up. That's what I always go to. Like, were we tired? 73 fucking plays. All right? Now, part of that is them being almost 50% on third down. We were also 43%, right? I think they were just under 40. But either way, they actually didn't even get into third down that much. It was like first down, second down, first down. First down, second down, first down. Like, so that's not the most telling, but the efficiency of that down is very telling in terms of who's going to come out the winner. Time of possession, we got out. They held on to the ball longer. Penalties, 9-5. And it's becoming an issue.
Yep.
And then 3 turnovers and nothing.
And the turnovers.
You're supposed to get blown out. When you give up 3 and you don't get shit, you're supposed to get blown out. So holding them to a couple field goals when we did, like, that's a minor – it's not a moral win. That's a minor win in terms of, like, going a long way in terms of stats.
Okay.
Like, telling of who our team really is.
Yeah.
We're in a rough patch. There's no doubt about that. But I still see fight. I still see – there's just and, like, yeah, injuries are not an excuse, right? But I'll say at least this much: like, our depth getting tested, we're getting experience. Although we don't want we don't see the results we want, we're getting experience.
Yeah, yeah, man. Man, this one's rough. I mean, we start off the game, we go 7 plays, we're going down the field, and then he throws the pick. What'd you see on that play, on that pass intended for Tyler Lockett?
On which one?
The first drive.
Shit, they put me down on the field. I didn't see shit.
Okay. First drive, Geno Smith deep pass intended for Tyler Lockett. Intercepted by Mustafa. I get that right?
No, that's Mustafa.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I mean, just total buzzkill right there.
What'd
right
you
off
see
the
on
bat,
that?
man.
Because I literally didn't see it. They made me go down to the field. I didn't see a fucking thing. Everybody was asking me and Cam Chancellor to suit up. I was like, no, those days are gone. I literally didn't see it.
Total bummer right off the bat. Then they get a
Yeah.
field goal off of that. We go 8 plays, then we
Okay,
punt.
they only got a field goal off of that. That's telling.
All right.
Sounds like we stopped them.
Punt. Then they get a touchdown. Then we fumble it.
Yes. And they only got a
Laviska
field goal off of that.
puts it on the deck.
With all that shit that went wrong, right? So now you're talking 2 turnovers and what, we were down 13-0 or 16-0? I think it was 16-0, then we got the field goal right before the half. Right? So with all that shit that went wrong, you should be down like 21, 24, nothing. Like, no moral victories, but that's winning football in terms of like fucking like answering the call, rallying. So
Then Laviska makes up for it.
with a touchdown. Go ahead,
Gets the
say it. No,
touchdown.
you say it. You tell the people.
No, he gets the touchdown right there.
Oh, that's
on the
it?
return.
Not a
Third
beautiful
quarter.
run.
Gorgeous.
Breaking 2 tackles, juking the shit out of people.
Makes
Looked
up
like
for
he
it.
was going down the fucking, what are those called, moguls?
He gives up 3 to score 7. That's a 4-point swing.
Sounds like a win.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Punt. We throw another pick. This is the one
That was
hurt.
a tough one. There you
That
go.
one hurt right there.
Let him know, brother. Let him know.
Geno Smith deep pass intended for DK, intercepted by Green at the Seahawks 35-yard line right there in the fourth quarter. And that one was hard to come back from. They score a touchdown there, but then we do come back. We scored a touchdown, but it took 19 plays to get there. A 19-play drive?
No,
When's the last time we had a
I mean-
19-play drive?
If it's a game-winning drive, hell of a way to burn the clock, boys, and win the game, but it was not the case.
But then they score that touchdown with Juszczyk, and that pretty much put a nail in it.
Well, your boy, the fucking fifth I don't know where this guy came from, but he got a handoff and he went 60 yards.
Yeah.
So that's a big play that we need to mention before. We got our fucking tanks kicked in the trenches, all right? I'm talking both sides now. I'm not being biased here. Like I told you, the game's won in the trenches, and it was just ugly, man.
Yeah.
Guys running backs that I've never heard of, going to the second level untouched. I know for a fact my Nana could have got 50 yards tonight. And she's 91. 91 Savage.
So when we played Detroit, your Nana could have completed the passes that Goff completed. Now we play the Niners, your Nana could have run for those yards. Your Nana sounds like a baller.
I had to get it from somewhere.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You guys keep filling up the chat out there. What are your specific questions? What do you want to hear about tonight? We're here for as long as you guys are asking questions. Shout out to Delta Airlines. If you are signed up for 12 status, then tonight you got, let's see here. How many yards did you get? You got 312 yards from Geno Smith tonight. 312 sky miles, I should say, because he threw for 312 yards. Go to 12status.com, sign up for 12 status.
This year.
Thank you to Delta for flying us all around the globe. They flew us to Germany one time.
Yeah, they did.
Remember that?
Fuck yeah, I remember that.
Man, they'll fly you guys anywhere you want. Delta Airlines, sign up for 12 status. Even if your next flight is not on Delta, you might as well sign up for 12 status and get credit for it when Geno Smith throws for some yards.
Okay, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong.
Okay.
6 teams played 3 games within 11 days. But we were the first, and it's never happened before that, so I was still fucking right.
Listen.
Are you asking a question?
It's a fact that a fact that that's the schedule, but it's also a fact that they lost all 3 of those games. The Giants game, winnable, must win. That's a game you've got to have. That loss looks worse the further we get away from it. You've got to win that game. They turn around, they lose to the Niners. Now you're 3-3. You go on the road to Atlanta. Then after that, you got the Bills. It doesn't get any easier. You told me a couple weeks ago, you ripped me. Oh, tell me how you didn't play sports without playing sports. You're looking at the schedule. Look, we look up, we're 3-3. The sky is falling. Am I Chicken Little or is the sky falling?
Sound like you chicken shit, bro.
All right.
I was wrong the first time. I paid you too much respect saying Chicken Little. All right, my bad.
All right, fine. Here we go. Let's open it up.
Producer Katie.
For some Q&A. Producer Katie, read us the first question, please.
I'm joining the chat tonight,
Okay.
guys.
Hit us.
The first question from the super chat is from Adam the Island Son. He said Geno was playing scared.
Oh.
Ooh.
O-line couldn't give him time. D broke down at the worst possible time. Spec teams fumble. 3 L's in a row.
Ooh.
Players are going to start to check out soon if something doesn't change.
Whoa. Okay, good question. Good question.
Well, you can leave the question up there.
I had this one for you before we even came on the air. By the way, thanks you guys for joining. Send the link to your friends. I see that number going up out there. Let's set a record tonight.
He had a lot to say, and
From-
I'm going to lose my mind if I have to remember that. Oh, wait, go ahead.
From 3-0 to
Yes.
3-3.
Yeah.
Adam the Island Son makes a point. When do you start to lose the players?
Lose the players?
It's his question.
If trust is ever broken, that's when players, like, check out. But guess what? If that happens, you get the wrong fucking players to begin with. Right? So I've never seen or experienced it. It remains to be seen. But Geno playing scared and then going right to O-line didn't give him any time. I mean, I think you answered your own question, Adam. And I love you and I appreciate you because those are two observations that are correct. But you get hit 14 fucking times and sacked 7 the game before, and then you got a better defensive coming into this game. Geno's never played scared, in my opinion. You look at the tape, there ain't fucking nobody open. And, like, it just, whether it's the timing and a rhythm or the defense doesn't respect, like, not our receivers, but our ability to get downfield long enough for Geno to complete a pass, yeah, like, you can call anything you want if time's not there. You can call man, you can call zone, you can call fucking pressures, and it doesn't matter because you know he can't get the ball off. So I think that answered that question. I mean, you had 2 other great points in there, and I don't remember because, oh, here they are.
Adam, well, I was going to say, what do you mean by playing scared? What do you mean specifically by that? Because I'm not sure how to sort of quantify that there. But the O-line not giving him time, I mean, we've talked about the O-line all year. The O-line needs to I don't know, shore up, step up, gel together.
I mean, what have you called them all along?
They're offensive. The offensive line remains offensive.
Adam agrees.
Yeah. D broke down the worst time possible. Oh, here, he continues. Go ahead, Katie.
Oh.
I can count on one hand how many times the defense sent more than 4 after the QB. Everything was bland. Where's the disguised blitz packages we saw in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
The 2 times we did it, it worked.
Yeah. What the hell? I thought we had a defensive coach. We're giving up a ton of yards and a ton of points.
We do, but this was something I mentioned. Great observation, Adam. Again, this is something I mentioned. When you move from a defensive coordinator to the head coach, you're delegating and trusting everybody. And, you know, with how the game went last week, I don't know if, like, even when I was a coach, Pete was talking to both sides, right? That's what you're able to do as a head coach when you just have to sit back and observe and trust one to run the offense, one to run the defense, one to run the special teams. I don't know if, I'm not saying there's too much on his plate or he's overstepping and reaching like, oh, I got to like go talk to them. And then, oh, I also got to like come back and listen to the defensive last series and, you know, drives and percentages and like, because that's how detailed it gets down to. But it can probably be overwhelming. I'm talking just from a linebacker coach specifically. It's a lot of information to digest and then fucking have the answers right then and there. And so if he has to do all that, then, yeah, maybe that has a factor in what's going on collectively.
Aiden Espinoza says, we are abysmal, but the refs were one-sided tonight.
No, stop it.
9 to 5.
I'm not
9 to
gonna.
5.
No, stop it. This
Fucking
is.
A,
I
Aiden.
will not stand
Fucking
for
A.
how many games we're gonna blame this on the referees. We're gonna blame this on. No, stop it. Stop blaming the referees for this stuff. We're losing games by multiple possessions. It's not the referee's fault.
And abysmal. Hold up, Aiden. I got a gripe with that. We're fucking 500. You know how many people would kill to be 500 right now? We've already had one coach fired in the league.
Well,
That's
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I deal in facts.
But I think that's much different than our situation here.
Yeah, they're not 3-3.
We could very easily be 4-2.
We could very easily be 5-6-0.
That's true too.
Well, 5-1. I say tonight.
That's true. The Giants
really
game
felt like
is
we
the
had
one
the
that
Lions
the
more than this
Giants game, the Giants game, the Giants game, the Giants game. I told you guys the Giants game was a bigger game than everybody thought that it was. Everybody took that game lightly. Oh, no big deal.
I mean, you said yourself you were not worried.
I didn't say that. I was pissed off after the Giants game. Everybody told me to chill
Money
out.
Mike, rewind the tape. Bring up the clip.
John Langston says, this is a tough one. Our run defense is non-existent, and we again were gashed by opposing running backs.
Yeah, what's with the run defense?
Gaseous Clay, man. Some know him as Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of the greatest of all time.
Getting gashed, man.
Man, like, was it 230 or 228 or something fucking crazy? Like,
Brother, 228 yards on the ground for the San Francisco 49ers.
This ain't even Christian McCaffrey, right? Like, that's kind of the most concerning part. I'm telling you, I know, like, you guys don't believe me, but that motherfucker we saw last week, Tyrone Tracy Jr., that's a bad dude. And, like, don't be surprised if he continues what he's doing on other defenses. But the fact that, like, okay, now we got, like, a backup and a backup's backup and a backup's backup.
Who's Isaac Guerrero? Who is that?
Sound like a Hispanic pop singer.
Who? What? I'm clicking on it. Who is that, everybody? Did you see this coming? Does anyone have this guy on their fantasy team? You're a liar if you say you do.
I didn't know he was 6 foot 220. He looked
6
smaller because you look very fast.
221, went to Louisville.
Or did we? Oh, I do remember him. Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker.
Grew up in Indiana.
Nah, I'm telling you, that's a bad dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is either rookie or second year, right?
Okay. So against the Jets, he didn't play. Against the Vikings, 1 carry for no yards. Against the Rams, 5 carries for 19 yards. Against the Patriots, 1 carry, no yards. Against the Cardinals, 5 carries for 22 yards. Against the damn Seahawks, 10 attempts for 99 yards.
Okay, well,
He didn't do anything.
He broke a 65-yarder, but everything else I see is 3.8 and up. I recognize patterns. This guy's good. But
he was the best against our team.
We are equally bad. I'll say that much. We're not awesome right now, but he's a tough runner, but I mean, he didn't get touched on that 60-yarder.
But that's kind of the problem.
That's what I said.
Yeah. What are we going to do about that?
Yeah, I don't. Do you got any answers? I don't.
Yeah, hit somebody.
Oh.
How
okay.
about that?
Yeah.
Go
Via-
tackle somebody.
We're just getting in the way.
Put your hands on
just get
somebody.
In the way. Just
get
fall
in the way.
down in the way.
Go smack somebody in the mouth. How about that?
A leg tackle like soccer?
I mean, bring.
Oh, yeah. Producer Katie.
Vio Faze says, defense let us down 3 weeks in a row. Woohoo!
Woohoo. Hold up, Vio.
You guys, nobody seemed to be upset after a 13-point loss to Detroit. I told you. This is not a good sign of things to come. Then we lost to the Giants. McNeil's over here telling me, "Don't worry about it. The Niners are coming in. We're gonna wax them." No, we got waxed. Wake up, guys. Your record is what you are. What's the Parcells
500,
thing?
and we're a half a game out of first.
Bad losses, though. Bad losses.
Yeah, no, is any loss good? You ever seen a good loss?
That's
tell
a
me
good question.
Loss. Tell me a good
No,
loss.
that's a great question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so tell me a good loss.
Well, after the Detroit game, everybody was telling me that loss wasn't so bad. And I said it was bad. So
you
that was
didn't answer
one.
my question. Tell
Well,
me a good loss.
That
'Cause
was
you
one
said,
that
oh,
people
they're
were
all
telling
bad
me.
losses.
That was one that people were
They
saying
weren't-
was
they
a good
weren't
loss.
good losses.
No,
So
there's
that
no
one?
good loss. There's no good loss.
Yeah, there's no good
That's
loss.
what I'm saying.
Oh, we agree.
Yeah, we agree on this. Cheers. We agree.
That's my guy.
No
That's
good
my
loss.
dog.
Producer Katie, go ahead.
Parker Moody says you should have picked the Niners, Brett. Ha 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 ha. Felt like a repeat of last week when their fifth string running back ran our defense for 70 yards when we needed 3 stops.
Are you baiting me to pick the Falcons next week? Is this what we need?
I think that's where we're trending.
Have we come to this season?
This is how far we've fallen from grace.
You guys, listen. I was worried about this game. I took the Giants lightly, and I took that upon myself. I did not take the Niners lightly, but yet here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah,
Life's fucking crazy, right?
I'll decide later in the week what I'm going to do about Atlanta. You know what? Who was it? Who was that? Parker?
No way, Mega Delta Force, you're the
Parker,
man.
if you want to blame
Oh.
me, you know what? I got big shoulders. Put it on me, man.
Yeah, look at those things.
Put it on me. That's fine. I've been lifting.
Yeah.
Mega Delta Force says, Lofa, you were the man. It is time to move DK for a high draft pick while he still has some value. Sorry, is it time to move DK for a high draft pick while he still has some value? He kills the game for us in some key situations.
What about it?
I do strategically respect the opinion. I don't think so. I think this is where we've actually, 400-yard games, which, no one else has done for the Seahawks, which that blew my mind. I didn't realize that, Darrell Jackson, Lockett, Doug Baldwin, all fucking, maybe Largent, I guess,
Yeah.
hasn't done.
No.
Right? So maybe we finally found a way to use him. Now, can we get him the ball consistently? No. Why? Is that his fault? No. Not even with the double team. Guess what? We can't give our quarterback enough fucking time to throw the ball to him. And, it is what it is. So we have to manufacture a run game, whether it's through screens, fucking just getting the ball out quick, 3-step. But even on the 3-step, you can pump and double move and, because as a defender in zone, all we were taught to read was off the quarterback's drop. He sets up 1, 2, 3, and if he pumps, a lot of guys aren't going to oh, this is a deeper play, I should get back farther. They're just going to sit there like assholes, the ball should be out. And then the ball's going to be completed way behind them, intermediate or deep. And even the D-line that's rushing, they're taught, oh, when the quarterback sets up and I can't get to him, get the fucking hands up. We're a bunch of goldfish, ladies and gentlemen. Just like fucking Dory from Finding Nemo. Hi, I'm Dory. I'm not lying to you. That's how, you can strategically outplay us, outthink us. But no, don't move on from him.
Big
Fucking beast.
Big Herm comes in with some big feelings. He says, I'm so sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
F and A, Herm. F and A.
F and A, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm in my feels tonight, too. Because I feel like I was shouting at the bottom of a swimming pool.
Yeah, you weren't yelling loud
Right?
enough. You weren't yelling loud enough.
I took one deep breath, I jumped in, I sank to the bottom, and I was screaming, it's going to happen. Nobody could hear me.
You weren't yelling loud enough.
To be honest with you, I was kind of playing it nice, We're all getting to know each other here in the family. I didn't want to go too hard in the paint. But I honestly, I'm even taking this loss upon myself. I should have told all you. This is coming.
I didn't want to tell you, but I blame you.
Daniel Voss Hedrick says this is the sole reason why I will not be watching the Pat McAfee show tomorrow.
Wait, why? Because of us? I'm sorry. What did we do?
Thank you for tuning in. This show's way better.
Good. Here, check
Yeah.
out the hair. I'll do my Pat
Yeah.
McAfee right now. Here, ready? The Seahawks. 2 weeks ago, I was telling you they're going to win it all. Now I'm going to tell you why they're trash.
I should tear your sleeves off. Just he's always sleeveless. I know that much about him.
All he does is really stand there while then other guys make great points, and then he just goes, yeah, that's a good one, guy in cowboy hat. Let's get something from someone else.
Damn. I haven't critiqued it quite like that. I haven't seen the show like that.
He's entertaining.
He is.
A lot of segments. A lot of seggies.
A lot of seggies. Yeah. Damn fine wrestler, though. I'll tell you that much.
What else you got?
Big Herm says, why was Geno mad at the sideline? He said, what the F y'all doing? Bro, you threw 2 picks. What the F are you doing?
Ooh. Yikes. Okay, a couple games ago, Geno took to the podium after a good game in Detroit. I mean, by all accounts, we sat here. I mean, everybody was talking about that game in Detroit was clearly not on him, and that he played a great game. But then he went to the podium and said, I haven't played my best football yet. Well, then here we sit 2 games later. He hasn't played up to that game in Detroit in these 2 games.
Yeah, and he's still balling. I mean, do you know how many Sky Miles we have with Delta?
That's for yards.
Shout out to you, Noriko.
Those are for yards, not for wins.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying. I think that I would take Geno from Detroit in either of these last 2 games. That's not what he's been.
I mean, at 312, he was 80 yards short of it.
2 picks.
Yeah. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
A turnover is a turnover is a turnover. This has been our fucking MVP and our rock the whole fucking first half of the season, quarter of the season. I guess it's fucking, is there 17, 18 games? Yeah. So we're 1/3 of the way. 0.3333 repeating. Geno's fine. We need to fucking solve the problems around him.
Okay.
Daniel Voss Hedrick.
Love the name.
The Niners play the Kansas City Chiefs,
Yeah.
and we play the Falcons. Mm-hmm. We'll take the first in the division after next week.
You guys, I remember a time when we weren't worried about what other teams were doing. We just went out and kicked other teams' asses and then let the chips fall where they may after being 13-3, 12-4, something like that. Why are we looking at other teams and hoping that other teams are losing?
I think he was just pointing out that we're going to beat the Falcons. And by the way, the Chiefs are going to beat the fucking Niners. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into it.
No. I mean, I like the positivity. I'm just saying I'm hearing this common trend from Seahawks fans week after week after week where they're looking at other teams in the division going, well, yeah, but so-and-so lost too. Who gives a shit? Go out and win your games on the schedule.
Please talk about me.
Ryan Mahoney says Money Mike spelled Lofa name as Loaf T on the banner.
Loft.
Oh, I just read it as Loaf T because that's how I spell your name sometimes.
Hey, fuck it. You can call me Loft.
Do you guys like the white all-day tee that our guy is rocking tonight? Look at this. He had the black on
Cha.
Sonic's logo, parody. It's a parody.
Oh, it's all day. They stole our logo. Thank you, Brett.
You guys, the store will be open soon. Check that out.
Yeah.
Also, hey, this gives me an opportunity.
Oh.
Check this out. You guys,
Maybe
look at
you've
that.
seen that.
Look at that. The all-day diner.
Yep.
Open for
Opening
business.
soon. Opening soon.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
We're going to specialize in burgers.
What's next?
Alina Dahl comes in and says,
Alina!
I love my Hawks, always will. I want to give Geno a big hug after seeing him hit his head with the pad many times and throw it to the ground.
Me too. I feel for him.
A
Just
hug?
like, yeah.
A hug? A hug?
I mean, or medical attention. Which one? Which one you want? Like, because guy's been fucking assaulted for 6 games.
True. He's getting beat up back there. They need to give him some time. What's going to solve that? It's not just the O-line. I mean,
Therapy?
Sharps is doing all he can with blocking. People are trying to give him time. I mean, do they need to start moving the pocket? What would you start doing?
No, I think when we lost both tackles, was that last year against the Rams, like in the first game of the season?
Yep.
We started, not max protecting, but we were keeping 8 in, right? And chipping, and then slow release out. And so, like, as a defender, especially in the intermediate zone as a linebacker, if you're in zone, like if I'm in man, I'm running right past the asshole that's chipping, just going straight to the quarterback, and I'm just going to try to fucking kill him. But as in the zone, I'm just like, okay, no one's releasing anywhere near me, so I'm just going to get deep. And then that chipper, you release them into certain zones where it's vacated. And a 5-yard completion becomes an easy 8 to 10 yard, especially with Fant or Sharps, because all they do is turn uphill. Like I said, these are the guys that I love to go against because I know, hey, they might fucking run me over, but I know they're not going to juke me. They want to fucking go downhill. I hated the little shifty guys. Like the Ken Walkers, goddamn nightmare. That's who I do not want to see.
Alina Dahl back here says, by the way, how is it that after the Whiners get the penalty in the second half for a false start, how are we penalized? I thought the game was supposed to stop, so no penalty should have been given to us, right?
Yes.
I think you're right on that.
I don't know. I hate refs, so I agree regardless. But second half, false start, how are we penalized?
To be honest with you, I might have been out getting beers at this point.
I really didn't.
I was at the stadium. I'm just going to be flat honest.
The
I don't
first
remember
honest
this
thing he
moment.
said all night, ladies and gentlemen.
Be flat honest with you.
But anyways, like, you can't leave it up to the officials. Like,
No.
Yeah, we had 9. We almost had double, 9 to 5 in penalties. But at some point, this is like kind of becoming a habit that we need to break. Mm-hmm. And what I saw all preseason that got me so excited, I was like, the discipline, which is kind of like the talent that Pete accumulated over his years got us through these. There were so many times we led the league in penalties, but we were still in the playoffs. The margin for error is so small when the talent's not there. And I'm not saying the talent's not there, but it's just with the injuries, it seems like the discipline and like guys are just going in. I don't want to say unprepared, but they're getting thrown into the fire, and we're really testing them out right now. Like, and I thought Pritchard, I thought he played his ass off. Other than, I don't know how you line up offsides at corner. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's like
Twice? Was it twice?
Yeah, but only one like actually got called. The other one like I don't know, it was a 2-point conversion or whatever. But like, okay, so if you're lined up on a certain guy and he's in the back, he's like a yard removed, like the official's right there pointing. And I'm just going to chalk it up to like first time, young guy, rookie that got thrown into the fire and just, the lights are bright.
Yeah.
Like shit happens, but it's a learning moment. And as long as it never happens again, he's learned. But if not, then that's a telling sign to a coach is like, okay, I have to specifically tell him in these situations, hey, 2 yards off the ball.
We got burned by the guy from the Giants. We get burned by Debo. I mean, he only had 3 catches but went for 102.
Yeah, 102.
102.
Yeah.
Do we need to do the math on the average, guys? That's a lot.
34.
Yikes.
39.
Debo doing Debo things. Yeah, he's pretty much their entire receiving core tonight.
Yeah.
Caesar Tello.
Go ahead. Yeah, you tell it. Tell it from Caesar.
Caesar Tello says Geno is a fraud.
Oh,
He's scared
interesting.
and always makes that dumb face and head shake after he blows it.
Oh.
And Mike Mack might be Pete Jr.
Oh.
Not going to lie, we're soft.
Yikes. What's with the Geno scared thing? What do you guys mean by
Specifically,
scared?
yeah,
That's the
specifically.
second time somebody has said scared. I don't know what you mean by that.
Because I still see him standing tall in the pocket. Like, I wish he would have used his legs a little more. I mean, he was our fucking leading rusher, which at 33 years of age is kind of embarrassing. But he had 4 for 72 last week. So let's give him a little credit to go along with that fucking whatever, how many 280 yards he had passing. Like, I mean, he's a one-man band. He's playing the fucking harmonica. Doop, doop, He's playing the guitar. He's got the fucking drums.
What do you think they mean by
On a
scared, though? That's the second person who said that.
That's why we're asking. I don't know.
Okay. No, I know.
Yeah, I don't
All
know.
right. I see you guys here in the chat. People too early to question Mike McDonald. My goodness.
I see the jersey, Austin.
3-3. The wheels are falling off here, Loaf.
Austin Clare says, do we keep Burns? Stone was fighting for his job out there to prevent sacks, in my opinion. And also, can y'all say happy birthday to my boy Jameson? Y'all are awesome.
Happy birthday, J-Mo. First and foremost.
Happy birthday to
To you, J-Mo.
Jameson.
Wait.
Happy birthday to you.
What was the first part?
Hey, thanks for watching. Do we keep Burns? And then
Okay.
Stone was fighting for his job out there to prevent sacks, in my opinion.
Yeah, Burns looked all right, and he's a veteran. He's a first-round pick, and he's got the talent and everything. And second part, what was it?
And then wait, and then Stone Forsyth
Oh,
fighting for his job out there.
yeah,
Fighting
but
his ass
we
off.
can give him help though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about with like the chip protection and then releasing late, like because we got even just in Lockett and DK. DK can take the top off of defense, like, even if you just send him deep, and then Lockett is gonna eat up zone or man just like JSN, but you keep anybody in to chip protect. It doesn't have to be 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends. You could go 11 and still do it, get away with it, right? And like even like the empty formations we were doing, like keep the back end to chip, and you still have three major threats going downfield, right? So, and then release the tight end late too. So like and I've been very impressed with Grubb in terms of play calling. It's just, you know, we can't get shit going on the ground, man. Like it's like
What about giving up the big play? We've been giving up the big play. I mean, that's something that we didn't used to do. It's something that kind of showed up last season.
which
with Pete,
play in
with
particular?
the old regime. A couple plays. I mean, we just said Debo caught 3 passes for 100 yards. Those are big plays.
Yeah, which one in particular though?
All of those big plays.
Well,
the
we're
big
all-
running play.
I felt like one of them was 60, and then the other two were 15.
We didn't used
so-
to give those up, is what I'm saying. I mean, what's that speak to? I mean, what do we got to do in practice? What do we got? I mean, do they not hit each other as much anymore? Is there not as much focus on tackling?
Sounds like we got to cover. Yeah, but coverage goes hand in hand with pass rush. So, like, we ain't really getting. What did we get tonight? We get any sacks? I don't remember.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Here. What do we got?
McNeil, what you got?
Somebody give us a
Wake up,
comment here.
McNeil. Jesus, what are you doing? God,
John Langston.
you've drank in 2 big sodas and you're not even awake.
John Langston. Stone has faced some big-time pass rushers. Bosa was a savage this evening.
Yeah.
I thought Bosa was soft. No, I mean he's a fucking beast.
What?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, they have so much talent over there, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and like,
We only gave up 1 sack.
we only
And-
got 1 sack.
Sacks allowed. No.
Oh.
Seahawks sacks allowed 1, and they gave up none. So we gave up 1 sack. They gave up none.
We had 0 sacks.
Yep, and they only had.
I
but they
will
only
say,
had 1.
I will say there was 1 3rd and 4 in particular that they got a field goal out of. That if when we were coming off the edge, we had him dead to rights. Purdy he's fast. Like he is not sneaky fast. He's fast. He's a good athlete. I'm telling you, he spun out of one, went the other way, got out of it, and then fucking Mafe missed him, and he extended the play long enough where they got a field goal.
Wait a minute. All I said was that Jared Goff threw a perfect game, and you jumped down my throat. You're gonna sit here praising Purdy, and I'm not gonna. I'm supposed to sit here and take that shit.
Did you watch what happened tonight? No.
I've watched what happened the last 6 times he's played us. He's 6-0 in his last 6, and I
Yeah.
can't figure out why.
Because I guess he's pretty fucking good.
Would you pay Brock Purdy on that second contract?
No, I would not. You're gonna hamstring the whole fucking team if you do that. Mm-hmm. But he's winning.
But why wouldn't you pay Brock Purdy? Is it because he's Brock Purdy?
I never would have paid Goff.
Okay.
So like, don't act like I'm fucking over here thinking Goff's the fucking.
I didn't know the answer to that before I asked it.
I think you should have known it when I said it
didn't know.
last week
right.
or 2 weeks ago when he went 18 of 18. I wasn't impressed. Like,
I know you weren't, but you're impressed by Purdy.
yeah, because Debo's finally back in the rotation. McCaffrey's out. Fucking Ayuk held out all offseason. Like, you look at what he's still been able to do, and then I was talking about one play in particular, if you were listening, 3rd and 4, and they got a field goal out of it, which that's a score. So that's all I'm saying.
No, I hear you.
All right, but I need you
I'm
to listen
listening
to
to
me.
that.
I need you to listen, not
I'm
here.
listening to that.
Not
then.
here.
Okay.
Just listen.
There's a difference. I know.
Yeah, big difference.
There we go.
Alina,
Alina!
you don't mess with my English Nana. She ripped jeans off my brother if they had a tiny hole in them when she was alive. She'd shove soap in your mouth if you swore. She would chase you down. Lofa, she'd come for you.
I swear a fucking lot, Alina, and I got a lot of soap to eat, so I'm sorry. I'll never come after your nana.
Seth Kiloa, done with this team for a while. They need to prove themselves.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Start again.
Are you
Done.
sure is this Brett's burner account?
Done with this team for a while. They need to prove themselves. Piss poor effort on all front. Offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. What now?
This is why I love this show. It's a safe space.
It's hockey
a safe
season.
space to
Go
share
Kraken.
your feelings and be honest. And Seth, I appreciate you being honest. You guys,
No, yeah.
this is what makes this show awesome and why I love doing it with all of you guys out there. It's raw right now, man. This is a tough one, and I think coming off the back of the Detroit game, which I think we all had some patience for that. You know, it's a new coaching staff. Let's give them some time. But then the Giants game, I mean, let's be honest. I think we all, as we laid our heads down that night and we went to sleep by ourselves, you know, thinking our own little thoughts, we were more scared than we wanted to let on. And then here we come with this Niners game. And the fact that it's the fucking Niners, man. The Niners, and they're chanting "Let's go Niners" in the stadium. Listen, you guys, this did not used to happen at our house. We used to do this in other people's houses, and this is 2 weeks in a row that the opposing team's fan base has come in here and punked us on our own field. All right?
True story.
Let's regroup. Let's circle the wagons. They're going on the road, but when they come back, let's pack that house and show them some support. Come on, man.
Alina's talking about exactly what you're talking about, Brett. Lofa and Brett, you haven't mentioned the fact about all the Santa Clara Weiner fans. Ugh.
Meh.
Happy heavenly 77th birthday to my dad yesterday.
Happy 77th then.
Happy birthday to Dad. But Dad would not be happy
I'll
with
tell
all
you
those
what,
Santa
though.
Clara
I'll tell you what. Hey,
fans
no,
in that stadium today.
I don't know if it was our boy at Epic Seats, Jimmy fucking Seats, but it was only red on one side,
It's true.
which was the side they walked us down at the halftime.
Oh, really? Why'd they take you down
Walked
that
us
side?
right down the Niners.
It's the east side, by the
like,
way.
fuck you, Tatupu. I'm like, fuck you too. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Wow.
Like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're lucky I don't come up there and kick your ass.
That eastern side of the lower bowl was 100% red.
But just one side. So I think shout out Epic Seats. They made sure that people that did sell, they stayed on one side.
EpicSeats.com, everybody. Local Seattle company doing it well for a long time. Our guy
Jimmy.
Our guy Jimmy.
Jimmy
Seats.
Seats.
Jimmy Seats, everybody. He's got you covered. Let him know that we sent you, whether you're buying seats or selling seats. It's EpicSeats.com. Kraken season has started. I don't know if you know that because they play it on Tuesday at 2:30 in the afternoon. The hell is the NHL doing? But the Kraken season has started, and Epic Seats has got you
Bunch
covered
of fucking Niner fans there too.
for the Kraken and everything else here in Seattle. Look at this number rising up, by the way. Let's set a record tonight, everybody. Let's get to over 300. Keep that thing climbing. Text this link to your
Leonidas.
friends and family and tell them that we're here to commiserate with you after this Seahawks loss tonight. From 3-0 to 3-3. McNeil, are you pissed yet? He's still not pissed. What's it going to take for you to be
I love
upset
you,
at this
McNeil.
team?
McNeil's
eternal optimist
He's
over
a
here.
rarity at 25.
Good Lord.
just,
Man.
they don't make him like McNeil these days.
McNeil, when I was your age, if the Seahawks lost, it would ruin my entire week. Nobody wanted to be around me for an entire week. They're going to run the table from here.
I'm sorry, because I was playing then.
Wow. Huh? No,
huh?
this is the thing. The losses were a bit more rare, so they hurt a little bit more. Now we're starting to get used to the losses. Is this where we are as Seahawk fans? I say hell no. I will not go quiet into that dark night.
Yes, let him know.
Let's go. What's next up here?
Split Face says, I'm missing Abe Lucas at tackle, man.
Man.
Prayers up.
Yeah. When are we going to get Abe Lucas back?
I sat next to Walter Johns, and I was just like, get your ass back out there, Walter. You got this, motherfucker. I know you got this.
Yeah.
Best athlete I ever played with. Said it before. But, yeah, we got to get Walt on the show and just, like, tell us what's going on. Because I can't talk about the offensive line. Woes, right? I just know it's not awesome.
No.
But I feel for it because, shit, playing in the trenches is fucking hard, man.
But it feels like if the offensive line is going to be this offensive, then we've got to change the game plan to get the ball out of Geno's hands a little bit faster.
Yeah.
How about some quick passes? How about some quick turnarounds? Where the hell is Noah Fant on a quick turnaround? A.J. Barner on a quick turnaround?
I felt like the whole game was short passes. And, like, the only one that we fucking connected deep was when Geno actually had time, and it got called back by a fucking offsides penalty.
Oh, no, illegal formation.
Which was bullshit. So I've seen these goddamn teams, like the Rams, the Niners, even remember when we were watching Miami? They run these orbit motions, and then the guy is going down towards the line of scrimmage. And I go, what is this, fucking arena? Canada?
Right.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And they weren't calling it.
Right.
But then K9, he runs, and then he shuffles, never went forward. And that was all we saw from the clip. I'll have to go back and really dissect it, but, like, that was the biggest bullshit call.
Yeah.
Like, so someone did.
That was tough.
Someone did point out refs, and you were like, nah, fuck that. It's not the refs. It's that one call was horseshit. Like, because from everything they replayed and showed, bullshit. The other 8, like, fuck, yeah, all right, we might have fucked up. But that one was, like, blatant, like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's weird because, I mean, the referees have always been a part of the game, obviously. I mean, in my entire life watching the NFL, there's always been blown calls, and I mean there was times where it was irreviewable. I remember the Seahawks in the playoffs against the Jets years ago. I mean, we don't even need to talk about your Super Bowl. I mean, the refs have always played a part of it. We can't just sit here and blame the refs when things don't go our way. We've got to start outscoring the other team by more points.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always,
Katie, question?
Josiah says, it ain't too late. Front 7 ain't playing gap assignments, killing us with inside zone, D-line getting too far upfield, backers getting caught in the wash. I don't see anyone taking pre-snap either.
Ooh.
Fix that, and we fix a lot.
No, you're right. Like, you get an open gap, shoot your fucking gun. That's what Josiah's speaking to. Is like, yo, open window, I'm going in. And I'm at least taking pressure off the D-line who are commanding double teams, right? And I'm not going to lie, it hurts not having Murphy out there because, like, Murphy kills the run game, right? And then that's what I was talking to about depth. And but no, Josiah, you're right. Like,
has Murphy missed all 3 of these games? The losses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to get him back.
Yeah. And it's a hamstring, but still that's an explosive, like, pushing off, and, like, you're not going full speed, but you're digging to get penetration in the backfield. And so I'm not going to say, I'd rather have him for the long haul. I'd rather have him for the last half of the season than right now and just be like, oh, this guy's following. No, it was what I talked about Chenna. Like, I was like, yo, we need him. I know he's a warrior and he's going to rush back, but And that was my biggest concern. He might rush back too soon, and then fucking now we don't know how long he went back to IR, right? Reverted IR. Who knows?
How are we feeling about the division? Because the Niners only lost to the
everybody
Cardinals
but us.
by
To
1
everybody
point.
but us.
Yeah, but
No,
by
go ahead
1
and say
point.
it. To everybody but us.
By 1 point.
The Rams
Uh-huh.
and the Cardinals.
Right.
And
But-
what did I say?
but
We
then
were going to
they waxed
outscore them in the
us.
second half.
Yeah.
And we did.
Okay.
Maybe it was 1 point, but we did. So I ain't fucking scared of these guys.
I'm not scared.
I don't know. You sound like you are.
I just don't think we're going to
Yeah,
win.
that sounds scary. That's okay.
Darth
This is a safe place.
Soldier. Defense looks worse than last year. No one knows how to use their arms and hands to tackle.
Ooh.
Also, what is a sack? And please remind me what a takeaway is.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit right there.
It's a great point.
Fuck.
We go from most pressures in the league and putting up great sack numbers to the last few games, not really getting any pressure on the quarterback. This week, no sacks.
Sackless in Seattle. And I'm not just talking about quarterback sacks.
You mean cojones?
Oh, well, you said it. I didn't. But now that he said it, yeah, maybe, Brett.
Both.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like, as a whole, like, we got to go. Like, we're just sitting back and catching in coverage. Like, even the 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10, they got, like, it was a blow-up shot, but those are interception opportunities. It's like, like, we're already, like, 7, 8 yards deep. Break on the ball. Like, don't break on the defender or on the offense, the receiver. Fucking break on the ball and go intercept the angle. That's why it's called an interception, ladies and gentlemen. Like, ball's going here, I'm going to intercept that angle.
I just feel
And
like
I was horrible in geometry, but in football, I knew what it meant.
we're heading towards another season where I feel like we're going to have the same conversation about what is this team's identity, who's going to be the one that steps up and sets the identity, who's going to be, the one that sets the tone, and then what is that identity going to be? And are we going to just be sitting here for another season waiting for them to become the Legion of Boom 2.0 instead of trying to be the Legion of Boom, be whatever it is that you're going to be? And what is that? Because right now it's a 3-3 football team.
Which is not losing. I mean, it's not winning, but it's not losing.
If I'm sitting at a blackjack table,
All
I
right,
feel pretty good because the next hand is coming up.
What's
but-
our identity right now? That's my question to all you out there. But also, I already know what our fucking identity is. It's Geno fucking Smith, who's carried us for 3 fucking years with no defense, no run support, a mixture of linemen. It's the same old story, but Geno has gotten better, and it's sad that, like, a lot of people don't see that.
He has, but it's the same story as it was last year where he doesn't have a defense to support him this year.
Yeah.
That's,
He gives us a chance, though. Like, what quarterbacks you taking over Geno? Fucking, let's go there. You want to go there? Let's go there. What quarterbacks you taking over Geno?
well.
How many? Who? I could name maybe.
You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
What?
You keep asking, what's the story? What's our identity? Geno's our fucking identity.
That's fine.
So,
But-
who you taking over Geno? I got 2.
Okay.
That's it.
Who? Mahomes?
No, you go first.
You got Mahomes?
Mahomes, because he's got the hardware.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe Josh Allen.
Okay.
Maybe.
He comes in here in 2 weeks.
He's had a better supporting cast, though. So, like, I'm talking as a team, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Geno's gone through 2 head coaches.
I haven't, by the way, just for the record, I didn't
God,
say.
here you go. Here you go. No, just answer the fucking question. Answer the fucking question.
I just want to first of all say for the record, I never
All
said
right,
get
you
rid of
guys answer the
Geno.
question. You guys answer the question.
I never said get rid of Geno ever.
God damn, motherfucker.
When did I ever say that?
Oh, God.
I never said that. I don't even remember what I was asking, actually, to be honest with you.
All right, next question.
Brett Diggs. Brett with 2 T's. Lofa, what role do you think Leslie Frazier plays in this particular moment of the season? What counsel could he provide to MM and the team?
That's
Hey,
a great question.
Shout out to Brett with 2 T's, first of all, before you even get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys with 2 T's, they know what's up.
Must be Canadian, eh? Nah.
Leslie Frazier, what about it?
You know, as his counsel and just like weathering the storm and just telling him, we're on the right path. He's a first-time head coach, and this is part of the reason that Leslie was brought in, because I've only heard great things about Leslie Frazier from the guys that have coached with him, played with him, everything. It's just they have nothing but positive things to say about him. And so I think just telling him, even not just what to do, but what not to do in terms of maybe who he listened to early on as a head coach, right? So that's an unbelievable add to the staff, and I know he's there to support and be there as guidance.
What do we attribute this loss to? I mean, they ran the ball. They said they wanted to run the ball. They stuck to it. 14 carries.
They
for
attempted to
K9,
run the
but
ball.
didn't go anywhere. They tried to stick on the ground.
They attempted to run the ball. They
Right.
didn't run the ball.
Right.
Okay.
But so, I mean, what do we hang this loss on?
3 turnovers and not stopping a goddamn thing on defense.
Yeah, not on the ground.
Well,
Churning up ground.
I think they had 220 in the air too.
Churning
They-
up the
four,
dirt.
It was 484, 228 rushing. Whatever the other fucking, what's 484 minus 228, bro? I think it's 2 something.
Somebody says Kyler would die with our team. I think people are throwing around quarterback suggestions in the chat. I'm trying to keep up with it over
Brett.
there.
Alina says, Brett, patience.
Oh,
You haven't lived through the 70s and 80s like I did with the
Ooh.
Hawks.
how dare you, Alina?
Let him know, Alina.
And this comes from
Shit.
our favorite movie and makes sense for you. Quote, I never felt so bad in my entire life.
First of all, Alina, my first Seahawks game was 1989, Kingdome, AstroTurf,
That's
bright green.
barely in the 80s.
There was a marching band.
Barely.
It might have been 88,
I remember going to my dad. My dad had 1 winning season in his first fucking 10 years.
somewhere in there.
So I remember the 80s very vividly, Alina. Patriots.
The Seahawks,
They
being a
were worse than the
Seahawks fan
Hawks.
through those times and through the 90s was rough, especially since they threatened to move the team every single year. Where will the Seahawks be sold to? And you just had to, bite your nails the whole time, hoping that they didn't leave. It was rough times, which is why the good times were so good. And I don't want to go back to the dark times.
Well, all right. Well, no, this is some perspective that maybe everybody needs to hear. Mm-hmm. We were fucking spoiled for 10 years. All right. I'm not even going to lie. I went back to New England for a friend. It was not. I'm not going to tell you about the fucking what I went back there for, but we had tickets to a Thursday. It was 2 or 3 years ago. The Thursday night game, Bills, prime time, right? Everything just like tonight. It was for first place in the division, like week 10 or 11, Patriots and Bills. Fucking place was half empty. Fucking soft.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And kind of reminds me what we're going through. I'm not going to lie.
You're blaming the fans?
No, I'm just saying society's gotten soft, number one. Let's go there first. But, like, how spoiled are we?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, my God, we're 500, a half a game out, and this guy's falling. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I keeps it real.
Speaking of things being soft,
What?
Ram says, why is our D so soft on those
Whoa,
key
pause,
third downs?
Pause.
We're pausing.
Okay, you
For
can
what?
take that.
Why are we
no,
soft on third down?
That's what the kids say when pause.
Yeah. Why are we soft on third down? It's been a problem the last few years.
I don't know. Those were money downs. That's like okay, like this is your opportunity to fucking like jump a route. If they get the first down, get the first down, right? No big deal. Line up again and play it again. But like this is where you get a big hit, a fucking momentum changing game, an interception. Like even the big hit I saw on 3rd and 9, I was like, oh man, we had a chance to intercept the angle and take that ball and go to the house. There was nothing in front of them.
It's been a few years since we've been creating the turnovers like we once were in the glory years with the LOB, which we know is the greatest defense of all time, but it's kind of unfair to keep holding every team up to that standard, to be flat honest with you, because no other team since then has been able to rise to that standard.
Yeah, well, they set the standard. Just like when my defense came in. We set a new standard.
Mm-hmm.
And then the LOB just took it to a whole nother fucking level, right? And
But the torch has been dropped a bit.
oh, yeah. I mean, that's a high standard. Like,
Yeah.
that's Super Bowl champion. There's not a lot of teams in the history of the game can say they're Super Bowl champions, right? So it just, fuck, it comes with the territory, man. Like, and that goes into, are we getting the right player sometimes, right? Are we, all of it comes into play when you have an idea of what we should be, right? But you're held to that standard regardless. You're held to that standard. Doesn't matter. Like, fucking is what it is, man. It comes with the territory.
Well, what about it? Is it the X's and the O's or the Jimmies and the Joes?
Talent always wins. Our talent's being tested, meaning our depth.
Okay.
So, like, Johnny depth.
The Jimmies and the Joes need to step up, is
Right.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it always comes down to players. Like, you're the one that got a final fucking say. Do the fucking job. Get the goddamn ball off the fucking
Yeah.
offense.
Take the ball away.
Right?
Yeah.
Kiwana Rodriguez, it seems to me that in moments of challenge, we lose the leadership on the field, and both defense and offense start to make consistent mistakes.
Thoughts, Brett?
Well, it's one of those things where that's the perception. It's, if I've learned anything doing this for 4 or 5 years with you and getting to know
10 years. Time flies when you're having fun.
getting to know pro athletes and getting to know you guys in the way that you are. I mean, there's a lot of difference between what is actually going on the field and in the locker rooms and what the fans are seeing, and so the fan perception versus what is actually going on. So it's a bit hard to sort of comment in that way, but I can see where that's your thought as you're watching the broadcast.
I'm so proud of you. You've learned something since hanging with me.
Listen, man. Before I started doing this with
If
you,
I didn't burn
had
my tear ducts
a
off,
similar
I'd be crying right now.
similar perspective, where you're quick to react, especially to what you kind of see. But I don't know if that's the reality of really what's going on.
Amen, brother. But to Kiana's point, yeah, I don't see anybody going to the side, and I'm looking down to the sideline when shit hits the fan. Like, who's stepping up and who's like just commanding? We got to do better. We, not me, you, like fucking we. I haven't seen an example yet, and when it gets special with the team, the players take ownership, and that's all that's missing right now. I promise you. I'm actually very impressed with the effort. It's just some communication issues, but then also that goes to the leadership. Like, hey, we need to do better. And so I'm waiting to see who the leaders are to step up.
What do you think about this whole picking different captains every week thing? Is it something where you might want to have more consistency there, picking captains throughout the season, and then those guys, weeks upon weeks can build upon each other and that leadership can grow?
Yeah. I mean, there was always guys we looked to. Like, so every season we started out with the offense, defense, special team captain, right? Mm-hmm. And then when we get to playoffs, they vote 3 more who have been exemplary, like supportive roles. And, that's the only reason that I got voted a captain as a rookie was in the playoffs.
Well, would it have been weird to you, this like captain of the week type thing?
So is it, now I don't understand it. Like, is it changing every time? Or
new captains every week?
Every single week?
I think they get voted on, so it might be able to be the same person week to week if they get voted there.
I don't think they spend enough time like voting on a captain every fucking week. That seems like a massive waste of time. I feel like it might be suggested by position coaches. It might be something amongst the coaches, but I don't think it's wrong per se. But because you want to reward who's been giving it everything that week, right?
Right.
But I think there needs to be one voice on offense, one voice on defense. And, so even I wouldn't even say I was the voice, so to speak, pun intended. It was sometimes a collective. I always trusted in Grant Wistrom up front, Bryce Fisher, Rocky Bernard. I had confidence that I was like, hey, man, I need you guys just to do this. I just need you to do this, and we'll be better as a defense. And on the back end with the secondary and coverage, talk to Ken Hamlin, talk to Marquand Manuel, my safeties, Brian Russell, Deion Grant. I'm like, yo, dude, let's get on the same fucking page.
Oh, Deion Grant.
Savage.
Good pull.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of the
heard
most.
that name in a while.
Beast.
Yeah.
Sweet feet. Foresight.
Love the name change.
Oh.
Love the name change, brother.
Oh, it's hard for me to say.
We have the best viewers. You guys are hilarious.
I really appreciate you for that, man.
I love
you
you
a
guys.
real one.
Keep it going.
Sucks that Geno had his worst game tonight. The Whiners were trying to give us that game. We said, no, thank you.
Had his worst game tonight of the season so far, I'd say. Not of his time as a Seahawk.
Two-time Pro Bowl comeback player of the year, 10 wins from behind. Definitely not his worst performance of all time.
Was this his worst game
I would say
of
this
the season?
Well, I think, on your home turf, it's deflating, right? And I don't know, with 2 sacks compared to fucking 7 last week and 14 hits last week. He was, literally fending for himself last week. But, tonight, it doesn't look pretty on the stat sheet, especially with the interceptions, but I don't know. That's still my dog.
What could he have done?
Punted on first down. He probably could have let us some punts too.
You want to see
Because
Geno drop back
he's that athletic.
kick one? Jake Browning style? He used to do that for UW all the time.
Sounds like UW was punting a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Not in those days.
None of my business.
Remember they
I'm just
hung
saying.
70
I'm
on
not
Oregon?
saying. I'm not saying. I'm
Just
just saying.
pointing at him, going into the end zone?
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
T favor. Lofa, thanks for the picture tonight, bro. Made my night since the Hawks didn't win the.
Ran out of characters. It happens.
Cuts off.
Hey, thank you for the picture tonight, brother.
How was your game day experience?
Awesome.
Yeah? Where
Yeah.
were you watching from?
Fucking field,
Yeah?
which I couldn't see shit because everybody's so fucking tall these days.
Didn't you go chat with a legend before the game? Are we
Yeah.
allowed to talk about it?
Noriko Kata. Shout out Noriko.
Oh, okay. Noriko.
Who?
No, didn't you spend some time with an absolute beast of the game? No?
Who?
Never mind then.
Who was it? No, say
I
it.
don't want to blow you up if you don't want to talk about
His
it.
name was Robert Paulson. No, say his name. Who? Who the fuck are we talking about? I'm literally lost.
I thought you
Wasn't there a fireside chat?
Didn't you go do a chat
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
I don't want to talk
fucking
about it if you don't want to
I
talk
completely
about it.
forgot about it. Shout out to Amazon. Yeah. No, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Cue it up. Cue it up. Cue it up.
Okay. Pull the yeah.
Cue it up.
Lofa, didn't you spend some time with a legendary NFL receiver before the game?
Why, yes, I did, Brett.
And how did that go?
Amazing. His name Larry Fitzgerald. Maybe you guys have heard of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were there talking to Amazon and the analytical team, and just talked about our mind preparation, mindset, everything going into a game, just leadership. We talked about the full gamut, and
Yeah.
it was special. But I want you guys to know, because I know you guys don't love Larry because he's made our lives a living hell as a player. Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame person, because the last story I got to share, and not a lot of people, I got to tell Larry this to his face. And I told the whole Amazon team. I just wanted them to know who Larry Fitzgerald is. I go, look, you guys are going to remember him for the touchdowns and all of the records and everything. When my dad passed away in 2010, Larry Fitzgerald was one of the first people to text me.
Wow.
And it was a number I didn't recognize. And we had only been to a couple Pro Bowls together, so I didn't even know he had my number. And he said, hey, I've been through loss, and I'm sorry. You know, my heart goes out to you. I'm here for you, brother. Anything you need, even if it's just to talk. And, like, it goes to speak about the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like, while we compete against each other, while we're playing, after, it was just so good to see Larry. And it felt good I felt like I got weight off my back, just like telling him how much a simple text message meant to me.
Cool.
Right? When I had, suffered a significant loss in my life.
Yeah, man.
And then he shared the story about how he lost his mom in front of everybody. And it's just, I mean, life's hard, ladies and gentlemen. Like, shit happens.
Yeah.
But they live on through us, and that's something we both shared tonight. And but yeah, Larry's a special person.
Yeah,
and,
man. Well, I texted you when you said you were going to hang out with him, and I said, tell him I hated when we played against him.
I
but
said
I
it
can't
when I
hate
was
him
I
because
said
he's such a good dude. He's
I said it
impossible
when-
to hate.
I said it was in there too. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm glad to see you under these circumstances.
Right.
Because
He killed us.
I remember I fucking smoked him one time. And I thought I was going to flag or everything. And I'm on the ground. I'm like, oh, everything hurts. And then who picks me up? Like, hand out. Hey, man, nice hit. And I was just like, I fucking hate you. Because I hurt so bad right now. But I was like, oh, yeah, I took a little steam off the fastball on that one.
Oh, man.
But, like, I smoked him. And
Yeah.
he was up before me, and he was picking me up. And I was like, all right.
He was the best thing on those a lot of those Cardinals teams for a long time, and just it didn't really even matter how that team was doing. You knew he was going to go off against us almost every time that we played.
Did it against everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually have a Larry Fitzgerald story.
Tell
Whoa.
us.
I met
Producer
Larry
Katie.
Fitzgerald at a charity event for the Starkey
Naturally.
Hearing Foundation. And it was the most star-studded event that I have ever been to in my entire life. Hillary Clinton spoke, and John Legend played the piano, and I got to shake Larry Fitzgerald's hand, and it was like
It went up to your elbow.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like it enveloped.
Put it here, Katie.
It enveloped my whole, like, I felt like I got a hug
Yeah.
by shaking his. I was like, this is insane.
That's why
Yeah.
you never dropped the ball.
Yes, that was my first thought. I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But what a genuine human being,
Really
though, right?
kind and like
Took the time.
giving, even in that, like, there were 1,000 people there, and he was a stellar human being.
So they introduced, this is a funny story. They introduced Larry, and, like, it was, like, fucking 10 minutes. And then, like, the guy paused, and he goes, and then we have Lofa. I was like, you should have introduced me first. I brought the comic relief. I brought that.
I love
right?
it. I love it.
Daniel Voss Hendricks says the Seahawks aren't playing great. So
true.
we have no choices but to rely on other teams. It's been like that for the
Hey.
last couple years.
No.
FNA, Daniel Voss.
No, we need to demand more
Love
of
the name.
our teams here.
DVH.
We need to demand more of the Seahawks. We need to demand more of the Mariners. The team
Yeah.
that shall not be named till next season.
Let's go there
We need to
first
demand
before-
more
'cause, like-
of the Kraken, and we need to demand that our Sonics come back.
Yeah.
All right?
Hey, Kraken haven't won a game yet. You gonna get on them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, the brand new coach.
They only have one game.
Brand new coach.
Oh, brand new coach?
Brand new
We have a
coach.
brand new coach. We're 500, second and half a game back in the division.
True. I'd say, though, that the Giants game is the thing that is really sort of looming large because
just festering.
that's the one that's going to just, that thing is going to,
Let
it's
it
going to
go,
get
Elsa.
infected.
Let it go.
Still upsetting me.
Yeah, shit happens.
Ramandeep Brar.
Ramen deep.
Why can't our guys get to the QB? Geno haters, go suck it.
Suck it.
Geno is carrying our team, giving us a chance. The defense is who's letting us down. Bro, we was 5 points away. All we had to do was stop the run.
I rock deep with ramen deep. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know, you guys.
That's my dog. I'm going to make you a shirt. Rock deep with ramen deep.
Last game, we had a defensive touchdown. This game, we had a special teams touchdown. You take those two away.
We had a special teams
scores
fumble.
Aren't what they should be.
We had a special teams fumble.
I'd say that it's a bit, for me, this is my opinion, I'd say the last two games, it's not only the defense letting down, but the offense not stepping up. It's a bit of both, which is not what you want.
Well, it's a team sport, Brett.
True that. True that.
No, that's a good observation, though, ramen. Yeah, Geno haters. Suck it.
Flying Clutchman.
Geno's
Yeah.
fine.
Geno
I love
is
the
fine.
support for Geno.
The defense will go Kraken. I like
Yes.
that. That's a good
We'll
pun.
get to Kraken
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
with a C.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Flying Clutchman says
They
Geno
make
is
fun
fine.
of me for reading stuff wrong all the time. This
defense
is your
will get-
turn.
No,
this
but
is
I
your
want it
turn
to
now.
be
No,
good.
they're going to make fun of you too now. See? Not
I've
as
been
easy
doing-
as you think.
Listen to me. I've been doing good all
Producer
night long.
Katie was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me read it tonight. It's not that hard.
I'm going to
yeah,
test
look
out
what
my
happens.
cold reading skills.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Flying Clutchman says Geno is fine. The defense will get to Kraken, and the Hawks are going to run the damn table.
Ooh,
Run
I
the
love the
table
positivity.
from here? It's not positivity. You're delusional.
Maybe.
You're delusional. You're absolutely delusional. I love the positivity, but you're delusional.
Or maybe you're just a pessimist.
That could be too.
That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
that's probably right.
Ram says, one in it.
Interception.
Okay, thanks. One interception was on DK for slowing down on the route.
Oh, okay. No, I felt like this was more on Geno, and I think Geno will take ownership of it. Like, if you keep continuing, you're going to run into other shit. And so he slowed down because the ball should have been thrown, so you're not expecting. I don't think he quit on the route. I think he just throttled down because ball ain't coming. Like, now I have to go to scramble mode because you're expecting the quarterback. All right, it's a timing route. It's a deep dig. That's a long developing route. If that shit ain't there, shit's hitting the fan, and you expect. And all I know, the pocket got pushed. Geno navigated to the left, came up, and then the pocket got pushed again into his face, and he kind of threw it blind just a little late. That's the only one. I don't remember the first one. That's the only one where I would say Geno will probably go to the podium and be like, yo, that was on me. I got to deliver that sooner, just based off timing.
Wayne J is like, stop reading, Katie.
Oh, no, what?
Dalton H, look at this. Look at the chat. Dalton H, I'm hating Lofa. Look, see, people are hating on Geno. They're just not paying to have it be a super chat, but they're hating on Geno in the side chat that I can see. They're like sneaky hating.
Yeah, whatever. I don't
Over
give a
there.
fuck.
All right, I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, fair enough.
And my haters know. I love you. You hating motherfucker. I love you.
Austin Clare.
Yeah, Dalton, I know who you are, motherfucker.
Are they
I'm going to see
testing?
you.
Are they testing plays that we give up big due to subs?
Can we blame everything on injuries and the referees?
Are the testing plays? But what?
Are we giving up big plays because there's subs in there?
I mean, yeah, like our depth, our coaching, everything's getting tested at this point. Like, it's how fundamentally sound are you? And that's what I was so impressed with in the preseason. And I know it's preseason, a lot of people, I never put stock in the preseason. But when I see, like, we got almost no penalties, there was, like, no missed tackles. It's almost like what changed? Like, what changed, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I know you only get a certain amount of padded practices where you can actually really practice tackling, but because the tackling has not been, even the angles have not been up to par.
Ooh, we got some debate going on in the chat here whether that interception is on Geno or DK. Maybe we throw a poll up.
Yeah, throw the poll up.
Was that one on Geno or
Give
was
us a
that one
poll.
on DK? I see some people saying that DK was open. Some people saying that Geno threw it a bit late. It's on him. Some people saying DK was drifting.
We were drifting at Dirtfish Rally.
Yeah, we
we
were.
were rallying.
You guys see this hat that I'm wearing tonight,
Yeah.
Dirtfish? Have you guys been up
I
to
called it drifting. They yelled at me.
Dirtfish Rally? in Snoqualmie, Washington.
My bad, Nate.
You guys, they let us go out there and drive race cars because they're insane, and so are we.
Dalton, love you too, kid.
We had a blast out there, didn't we?
I haven't felt that fucking alive since hitting somebody or getting fucking hit.
We've got a lot of video of it.
I'll
We'll
tell
be
you that much right
putting
now.
out videos soon, but
That shit was insane.
who knew that like 40 to 50 miles an hour could feel so
Whoa,
insane
like 70?
and
80?
be so fun? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. 120?
bro,
150?
we set a course record out there.
Absolutely. It was at least 220 miles an hour.
Like, yeah.
Something like that.
Formula racing.
Absolutely.
Only on dirt. Way more dangerous.
Alina Dahl says, Brett, seems we need to turn it up and break the bad juju.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Bad Juju Smith-Schuster.
You need to wear the Goonies shirt for the next game.
Ooh, I like it.
What?
Lofa,
Baby Ruth.
you remind me if Cheech and Chong had a nephew sitting in the back of the car of Up in Smoke. You crack me up.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Alina. I'm going to take that. I'm going to choose to take that as a compliment. I'm going to receive it. Thank you.
Goonies is almost as overrated as the Seahawks were coming into this season.
But are the Goonies 500?
Did you see McNeil's face?
I thought he was asleep.
He just says the craziest thing.
Yeah. This guy, right? Not me. I thought you were pointing at me. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Eaglet Snupper says defense playing like they don't trust each other. Too much hesitation. Offense shot the bed this week. Love Geno, but his game was inexcusable.
Inexcusable. Wow. Geno goes from being the number one, most yards in the league, right? Outplaying Patrick Mahomes, McNeil was telling me. Geno is outplaying Patrick Mahomes to 2 weeks later, people are having to make excuses for him. What's going on?
Still out playing Patrick Mahomes. Next question. No, Eagle Stubber, you raised some good points there. I need to see that again because there's hesitation, no trust. That's where I want to go to on defense.
Hit us with it.
No, you're right. It's like when people are gashing you on defense in the run game, guys start to get to peeking. Like, I got this gap, and I'm in this fucking gap. Motherfucker, stay there. Like, when you start to get nosy and you're just like, oh, well, what's going on over there? Because they've been running strong side or they've been doing this, and you just start to guess like that. You're absolutely right. And you've been on point with several the last couple weeks. So shout out to you, Eaglet Snupper.
Good name, too.
Amazing name, but even better points. Like, there is a lack of trust going on because that's the only way run games thrive, no matter who's in there, is you're not doing your fucking job. And so, shout out to you.
Aram Hernandez, what annoyed me was the announcers glazing Purdy. And then, like, the puke emoji.
Can I just be honest?
You just say it with confidence. And then it's, they don't question it.
I was actually, I guess I was glazing him too. Fuck. Like, I was just giving him a little credit for playing a good game.
Can I be honest?
But I
though?
can't imagine. Who was it? Collinsworth? Oh, my God.
Can I be flat honest?
That throw right there.
3 things that annoy me
What?
that fan bases like to complain about:
What?
referees, play calling, and announcer biases.
Oh, there's announcer bias.
Really?
There you go. That was a perfect Collinsworth. Yeah, you see that throw?
This guy here.
It was an incompletion. It was an incompletion by Mahomes. And he was like, oh, my God. But that was just like a timely incompletion. When everybody else throws, they're like, oh, that guy sucks.
Wait a minute. I brought this up on our preview show, the Kelsey fatigue, and how that if Travis Kelsey does anything on the field, if he blows a snot rocket, it's national news. I bring this up to you. You go, I love Kelsey. Everything he does is awesome.
It's
and
probably a perfect snot rocket. Well, how was the form? Like, let's get technical.
back and forth.
You want to get
back
down to
and
brass
forth.
tacks?
Yeah.
What's your point?
My point is that Kelsey gets undue attention for doing mundane things on the football field. That's my point.
Okay, cool, man.
Okay.
Cool. I'm sorry you feel that way.
All right.
Sweet Feet Forsyth.
My guy.
corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. That's last year's defense and this year's.
Yeah, it seems to me that the problems with this year's defense are the same problems that last year's defense had.
Were we this injured last year?
Okay. This is my fourth thing that annoys me, the injury excuse.
Well, no, it's actually a fact. So I'm asking,
Every team is injured.
were we this injured? McNeil, look it up, because... So who was out, McNeil?
Geno was out
Okay,
all
that's
year.
one guy. We have 4 or 5 guys out.
Every
So,
team has
give
4 or
me,
5
give me the
guys out.
4 other guys that were out.
The Niners have a bunch of guys out. That's what we were talking about going into the
Who
preview
was out for
of
the
this.
Niners? Who was out for the Niners?
My computer actually died
Oh.
conveniently.
Isn't that weird?
But that's what we talked about on our preview show was that we're banged up, but at least the Niners are banged up too. Every team in the
All
NFL
right,
is
well,
banged up. Can
I'm
we stop
talking-
using injuries as
I'm
an
talking
excuse?
facts, so when you guys got facts, come talk to me.
Okay. The point is that if,
Alina!
I mean,
Geno's doing better compared to Russell. Think about that. Yes. Love Geno.
wait a minute.
Yes.
Compared to Russell,
Love Hawks.
when?
Let's go. All positive vibes over here. Let's fucking go, Alina.
Wait a minute, Alina. Hold on. Compared to Russell, when? Compared to Russell in the last few years? Compared to Russell at the beginning? Compared to when Russell was going 13-3 almost every year, 12-4? I
Wait,
mean, what are we comparing?
I
it
would
to?
say every year. That was when he had the top 5 defense. No, number 1 defense actually for his first 4 years.
Okay, so that's the
look,
first.
let's
I'm
go
saying,
facts.
are we
Let's-
comparing it to the first 4
let's
years
go
or comparing
facts.
it to the end? That's
I'm
what I'm
with you,
asking.
Alina. Let's go facts. Let's go facts.
You're with Alina that Geno is outplaying Russell Wilson?
Goddamn right. Look at the fucking numbers. Look at the lack of support. Look at the fucking no rush offense because everyone's fucking hurt on the offensive line. Like, yes. Look at the fucking defensive ranking. I'll do a whole breakdown after. We'll come back because I know what I've been seeing for the last 3 years. Comeback player of the year, Pro Bowl. Like, yeah, I deal in facts. So, to all you haters out there, it is what it is.
Fats McClure.
Fats. What's up, dog?
Are dudes in the locker room losing faith? I'm losing faith.
Oh. Oh.
And then Can't Find My Way Home starts playing. What song is that? Can't Find My Way.
Play it.
I don't know what it is.
This thing's not plugged in.
Oh.
I don't think this is giving me
no.
any juice.
No one's losing faith. I mean, I can't imagine fucking playing 3 games in 11 days. But again, I guess I'm going back to the excuse train. But, goddamn.
The Giants
That's-
game. You had to have the Giants game.
Yeah. Play it for him.
That's the song?
This is for you, Fats. Come here. Oh, you got it? I didn't know you can hear it. Yeah, sorry. Because I couldn't hear it. For you, Fats.
It's a sad song.
I'm going to listen to this one on the way home.
Yeah, who sings this?
Driving up I-5
Have it
tonight.
on repeat.
Yeah. Throw that on the Spotify. Crank it up.
It's for you, Fats.
Roll down the windows as I go across the
We love you,
ship,
Fats.
the Ship Canal Bridge
Yeah.
on my way up. You know what I'm going to do tonight on
What
my
are you
way
gonna do?
home? I'm going to hit up a Dick's. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't had one since I've been in town all week. Cheese? 2 cheese
Extra
or fry?
cheese.
Dude, you go 2 deluxe? Dude, you're an animal.
Well, it's special.
Back in the
Yeah,
day,
it
I
is.
went deluxe and a cheese and a fry.
Ooh.
Nowadays, 2 cheese and a fry.
Yeah, I hold the cheese. I don't know if I have a stomach for that anymore.
Hold the cheese.
I'm old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lactose intolerant.
AV says, Big Uso of Lofa. It was nice talking ball with you after the game.
I don't think that's not what he said.
Yes, he did. He did.
Big Uso Lofa.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
why you're
the
s-
only thing you said wrong is my name. Don't
I
worry.
know, but I knew.
Go-
Thank you. I know how to. I know, bro. Brett Davern. Big Uso Lofa. It was nice talking ball with you after the game, walking. And now I am gonna mess it up. 'cause
I worked
don't
with
know how to-
Caparo.
Caparo. I worked with Caparo in 2023. By the way, hope to see you and talk ball again.
F&A, brother. And I love talking ball with you. I remember it. Right across the crosswalk. And I told you, you're going to see me on here. And hope we provided the information you needed. But yeah,
Big time shout out.
much love.
What's up? What's up? I noticed he didn't shout out me. That's fine.
Josiah says, again, front seven stopping the run fixes everything.
Yeah.
Forces the opponents to throw and play catch up. Geno can score clearly. When they throw, we pin the ears
What?
back and rush. Sacks come.
No.
Interceptions come.
Coldest
strip
take of all
sacks,
time.
etc.
No, I'm sorry, Josiah. If my grandmother had if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bicycle. If the front seven can stop someone, we'll win. Yeah, but they can't. Okay. Here's another. And then when they throw, pin our ears back, rush, sacks to come, interceptions to come. Wait, brother? They're not stopping anyone. That's the point. Who are they going to put in that's going to stop anyone? If they can stop someone, they'll win. But they can't stop anyone, so they're not winning. I mean, all these like ifs and wishes and shoulda, wouldas, and couldas, they're not.
Josiah, the only thing you're missing, now you're spot on, brother. If 8 stop the run, because 7 ain't getting it done. So
Put in
but
another one.
you're
Put 9
right.
in there.
Yeah, fuck it. Might
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
Bring the house.
Yeah. It's
Zero
like,
blitz.
It's like saying, like, if we could only score one more point than the other team, we'd win the games.
That's actually
Yeah.
facts. Those are true.
That's
a
true.
true story.
But we're not.
It's like one of my coaches said. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. That's what I mean. It was like, hey.
Go ahead. What's next?
Squeaker Gaming HD. I'm flying in town from Alaska for the November 3rd versus the Rams.
Cha.
Hope to run into y'all. Love you, Lofa. And
My boy Brent.
Brent with an N? That's an attack. How dare you, Squeaker Gaming HD? What an attack.
Love you, Squeaker Gaming HD.
Rude.
You hit me up. We're going to party.
Who put an N in the prompter?
Yeah.
Rude.
I think Katie just added it.
How dare you?
Cole says it's weird seeing KJ in Niners gear. Oh!
It was already weird enough seeing him in Raiders gear for a whole season.
No,
Now we
but-
got to look at him in Niners
No,
gear.
but he was rocking the 3-4, the Bo Jackson, like something I told him, I was like, that's the fucking coldest jersey I've ever seen. And I asked him for one, and he just didn't get me one, but whatever. But, yeah, seeing him in the Niners gear, like, But, yeah, he is going to be a phenomenal coach.
That's tough.
And, you know, we only know y'all because of this opportunity from KJ and G and Mike. And so we're grateful for it. And he's always going to have our blessing. And unfortunately, yeah, we're not happy he won tonight. But I'm proud of him regardless. When I was leaving the NFL, he was coming in, and he's like a little brother to me. And just great dude. And I know he's going to do big things, like always.
Brett Diggs says, Lofa, in your day, what would Mike Holmgren say to this offensive line playing how they're playing? Give us all the expletives. Who would rip the most?
Fuck. I couldn't even tell you because, like, you know, that's what we loved about the Big Show. He ripped everybody. I feel like Hasselbeck got it the worst. Like, no matter how bad the offensive line played, Holmgren took such pride in getting his quarterback just there mentally and just to, like, get rid of the ball in certain situations, just to, like, have that processing speed. And so he would always put the blame or the emphasis on Hass, regardless of how the outcome looked. And that's why we played for Hass, because we knew the scrutiny he was under, you know, as one of our leaders. And but, yeah, I mean, we all got cussed out. Like, let's get serious. I remember him telling me, you miss another fucking tackle, I'll cut you. And I was like, no, you won't. And I just didn't care. I was like, yeah, you know, fuck, I'll go play for somebody else. I mean, but that was the confidence I had. Arrogance, stupidity, to be a young guy saying that.
Well, he feels like Holmgren felt like he was a good mix of, you know, player coach and coach, where he was stern.
I would not say player coach.
Well, I'm saying a good mix where, like,
Okay,
you
this
guys
is a fan
knew.
perspective, because he was
No,
not a player coach.
Not at all.
He was not a player coach.
Okay, what makes a player coach in your mind then?
No, you tell us. Like,
Well, I'm
what?
asking you. You're the player.
All right. Well, no, you said like what you said.
In the fans'
What
mind,
about him made you and the fans?
Yeah.
Like, what made you think he was a player's coach?
Oh, no. I'm saying I think in our minds he felt like, you know, he supported you guys in sort of like almost like a father figure type, you know,
Okay.
like
Yeah, you're right
like
there.
nurturing sort of a way when he needed to be, but also stern when he needed to be.
Tough
and so I was
love.
saying like not fully a player's coach, but
Okay.
a good mix of a player's coach and a stern taskmaster when he needed to be was what I was saying.
I would say
No?
the farthest thing from player coach.
Okay.
Like player coach, and like, look, you.
That's
could,
where I might not
you
know-
could
have
go
the
up to
definition
Mike,
correct.
You could go up to Mike and like actually tell him your problems in life, and
Mm-hmm.
he would be there for you.
Okay.
So like, if you want to talk player coach, father figure, yes.
Okay.
But you want to talk about X and O's, like, yo, you had a job, you didn't fucking do it. Like, he gonna let you fucking know.
Right.
And there, you know, that's not me sitting here complaining or anything, because that was my favorite coach to play for. My favorite coach, because he demanded discipline. And like, discipline is the greatest form of self-love in your life, like personally, you know, to do not just what's right, but also not do what's wrong, right? And like, he always used to preach. He's like, hey, it's hard enough to win a fucking game in this league doing everything right. Do not help the other team. Like, rule number one in competitive sports, don't beat yourself. Like, so the penalties, 3 out of the 5 years I played for him, we were number one in penalties. And I'll go back and check that.
Meaning having the least.
Least.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Which so
Not
so
number one in getting the most.
So ironic that we end up like the most penalized team in Super Bowl history, right? And
In the biggest game.
And the moment wasn't too big for us.
Right.
Like, just whatever, shit happens, you know. But I'm just saying that was what I got from him was, hey, like, if this is how we say we're doing it, fucking do it. Right? And then if it doesn't go right, now we can have a conversation. And I think that gets missed with a lot of coaches translating their play style, their philosophy, everything they believe into. It all starts with fucking just doing your job. And that's what we got from Mike, and that's why we won so many fucking games.
Yeah. Yep.
Josiah says, Lofa, I feel it seems both the scheme and personnel is great, but the players aren't quite getting the scheme cohesively as a unit.
Yeah.
What are the chances that the IQ of some of these guys isn't there yet? The key word being yet.
No, absolutely. Great point, Josiah. I think it's more the chemistry, right? The trust, which Kiana, I believe, pointed to.
Yeah.
There's no trust. What she saw, she said there's no trust in this defense, which alludes to the run game. And because, you know, the fucking ball's run, there are only so many plays they can run, like literally run the ball. Like, it wasn't anything crazy, creative, or like scheme-wise. It was just gap assignment, gap sound. Like, be in your motherfucking gap, and I'll be in mine. And that trust isn't there. Why? Because of the injuries. Not an excuse. It is a fact that a lot of these guys have not played together long enough, right? Not just being new team, but the guys we're counting on being in there are not in there. So, like, guys, I mean, some probably like, oh, this is my time to shine. Some like, oh, well, I better not fuck up. All of that goes into accountability, right? You know, from peer to peer, but also coach to peer or coach to player. So there's a lot of dynamics that go into not just then the fucking play called. And like, so Josiah, good point, but Kiana had a great point. Like, the trust ain't there. If the run game ain't sound, the trust ain't there.
Dalton on the side chat goes, we need Max Strong. Yeah, we need Max Strong every year.
We need 10 Max Strongs.
I love Max Strong. Put him in every position. Hell yeah.
I still don't want to hit that guy.
Grog Boat 679. Bro, Geno is a dog. The O-line just let him down for real.
Yeah, and it's not like they're trying to, ladies and gentlemen. Like, they're doing the best they can, but there has to be maybe a little more creativity with the play calling, And, like, this is where, you know, Grubbs had so much success in college. And maybe where everybody was, like, so hesitant, like, to, like, you know, say, oh, it can translate to the NFL. Well, the fucking first 5 weeks, even up till last week, I mean, it looked great, right? Shit's rolling. Need to run the ball. Up until last week, the first time I ever questioned his play calling. I'm still not questioning it, but, like, creatively wise, like, creativity, like, just there's other ways to take advantage of zones and matchups and, you know, like he did against the Patriots. And so I don't know. I don't know, like, what's going on, but, like, we ran 14 times for 2.3. Like, he fucking stuck with the run.
Yeah.
Like, so I have no
He tried.
qualms with what Grubb went, his game plan.
Josiah in the side chat says Brady Russell at fullback. I love that take. Hell yes. Let's run with a fullback. Put somebody in front of the running back.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm down with that.
I'm telling
Speaking
you.
of Max Strong.
WrestleMania, like, at fullback is the last place I use him. And I know he's a warrior.
What?
I would split him out wide and get a big body against a fucking linebacker or somebody else. And you want to talk about taking, especially if they're running man, like, that matchup's a nightmare because he's quick. Like,
I'm just in favor of putting somebody in front of the running back.
yeah,
Like the old days.
I hate running out of shotgun.
Right.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Like,
Let somebody lead the way. If that's Brady Russell,
no, or just go
anyone.
quarterback under. Like,
Sure.
you know, like, I don't, like, at this level, you're not really fooling anybody. Like, they can all react to a draw or, what I say, I go, we should run a goddamn draw. And then Charbonnet rips off at like a 12-yard run on a draw. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I mean, fuck it. If you're going to sit back there like that and you don't really have time to read the hole because they're going to run a stunt or a blitz, like,
Yeah.
he has time to cut it up. Like, get the ball. It was a delayed draw.
I know.
So he paused. Geno was like, huh, here you go. And then he took it and then went down the right side for 9-10 yards, first down. And I
Yeah.
was just like, okay, that, like, go back to it.
Let's
like,
do that more
they're
often.
They're not, like, if you run a play successfully, run that shit again.
Yeah.
Especially these days. Because back in the day, if you didn't have time to go to the sideline, you ain't got time to fix it, and they're just going to fucking keep running it. Flip the formation, run it the other way. Flip the formation, run it the other way. And, like, there ain't shit you could do about it. Like Chip Kelly, that would take advantage of the situation. If they don't call a timeout and we don't make them burn that timeout, we have the opportunity. We have the upper hand right now, and we got them on their heels. Like, let's go. So,
In this game, though, Geno only got sacked one time. You know, all the scrutiny of the offensive line, they only gave up
because
one
Geno
sack
got rid of the fucking ball when, like,
through 2 picks.
yeah, well, could have been 10 or could have been 2 fumbles if he held on to the ball.
And
So,
if,
like,
and
if
if
you-
she had 2 wheels,
Yeah.
she'd be a bicycle.
Right? Or your uncle.
Daniel Voss Hendrick, all the people in the chat hating on Geno sound like Mike Salt riders.
Oh, shit. Let them know, Daniel Voss. I mean, I agree. Like,
Listen, I think, though, that oh, God, here I go. I'm
Yeah.
going to get yelled at for being a Geno hater, even though I'm not.
no, well, you started off
You're
wrong,
allowed to be
I
critical
think.
if the quarterback doesn't have a
think. I
good
start
game,
with, I
no
know.
matter what that quarterback's name is. When the quarterback plays well, he gets praise for that. And when the quarterback doesn't play well, I think it's okay to be critical of that quarterback without being labeled a hater.
Are you waiting for something?
No, I'm
Next
making
question.
a statement.
Yeah. Well, you started with I think. So
just-
I thought it was a question.
Okay, so if Geno has a bad game and you call him out for it, then you're just automatically a hater?
Let me know when he has a bad game.
Okay.
Osek says, why is it when we blame DK for an L for fumbling, no one says anything, but
Yeah.
when we blame Geno,
Yeah,
we
Brett.
lose our shit?
Talk to me, dog.
Wait a second. So wait, break this down for me. When DK, why is it we blame DK for an L when fumbling? No one says anything. Wait, what? I'm confused on
Okay,
this.
so DK fumbles, no one says anything, but
Excuse me, I said something 2 weeks in a row. I said he fumbles too much, he puts the ball on the deck too much. I even had stats to support it, so I brought that up. And then what's this? I'm confused on the point here.
so
Can you help me through that? No? No? All right.
I mean, we blame DK for an L for fumbling, and nobody says anything, but we blame Geno. And we lose. I think maybe they're referring to the chat as being active.
Maybe. But I know what you're saying, brother.
I think it's a bit of what I'm trying to say, which is like we're never allowed to blame Geno, seemingly. When are we allowed to blame Geno?
When he doesn't get you a winning fucking record.
3-3.
Yeah, not losing. 9-8, 9-8. Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl. Comeback player of the year. Maybe you've heard of him. 19. Yeah, fucking. Go ahead. Give me the stats. Oh, he still leads?
Well, we're the only team that played so far this weekend. All right.
Jonathan Smith says, this
Johnny.
game made me so sick. I had to go to work. I had to go work off some steam. I know they're getting out there. What's not working? Sorry, late again. Jonathan, don't apologize.
Jonathan, what did you do to work off some steam? I want to know. But yeah, man.
Probably resistant bands.
This one wasn't fun.
It burns the most calories, Jonathan. In case
This
you're
one
wondering.
was a bit frustrating.
This
feel
much.
it.
This
I feel
are
his
the
pain.
this are the Giants.
Jonathan, do you blame Geno? And if you do, go fuck yourself.
There we go. Now we're talking. Still love you, Johnny.
Alina Dahl says, yes, Lofa, it's a compliment. Brett, I will throw your quote back at you. How dare you?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you
That's a
say all the
Brett.
time.
That's
That's a Brett quote.
That's a Brettism.
How dare you?
That's a Brettism.
That's my impression of Brett. How dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah.
LOL. Goonies will live on forever and loved by millions.
LOL means laugh out loud.
Oh, yeah, I should say that next time. Don't forget, we always have the Huskies. Go Dogs.
Yeah.
We'll see you November 2nd. Alina. Go Trojans.
Bow down.
No, never. Never.
Ramdeep Bar says, do you think the small bye is going to change us on D?
Only if everybody gets in the treatment room and gets back on the field.
The smaller the buy, the bigger the D. That's what I say.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Yep. We're going to be just fine. We're going to get healthy. Like, yeah.
All right.
That's what I believe.
Okay.
We're going to smoke Kirk Cousins. If he even plays.
Jonathan
Johnny's
Smith.
back. Johnny boy, what's up?
Also, the run defense doesn't seem to have changed since Pete. Is this a personnel issue and not a scheme issue at this point?
Take it, Brett.
What am I going to speak to? I don't know what the hell they're running out there. I see guys running wide open down the field and no one tackling them. Somebody get in their way and stop them. That's all I know.
Just fucking
Can we
wide
get
ass open.
Can we get an Oklahoma drill in here?
I mean,
What are we doing?
shit.
Somebody hit somebody.
Like, just get in the way.
Get in the way.
Be a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
You know? You said Oklahoma. I see
for-
tumbleweeds, right?
Force
That's like
everybody
Texas, Oklahoma.
back to the ball. Force the action inside. Do you see guys getting to the outside?
Anywhere but down fucking hill.
Are they breaking contain? What's
I
happening?
did see us lose the edge a couple times. This is all trust, right? So I got the edge. And I'm supposed to stay out here. And then I peek inside. And then I'm captured. And then like, oh no, I'm going to pretend that I'm getting held. But I fucked up. And then the guy goes for 10, 15 yards. So that was the case twice tonight. But I saw some shit hit downhill and vicious. Like that's the shit. Okay, yeah. That's an easy run game to stop in terms of like, that gap's open, I'm going to fucking shoot it. Like,
Go get it.
fuck.
It seems so easy.
Let's go. Get downhill, boys.
I like this direction.
No,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
No,
It's
I'm
like,
with you.
wait,
I'm with you.
And all we're reading is the running back, right? And you could set up the O-line. Even with the people missing, you could set them up like jab step, cut back, and then skin it tight and get downhill. And I just didn't see any attacking. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I saw us on our heels catching, whether it was coverage or it was run game, because they had 250 of each, 240 of each, 484, right? That's
Great.
all I'm saying.
Brace yourself. Somebody in the chat on the side is asking for Charlie Whitehurst at quarterback.
Oh, Jesus. Clipboard Jesus, actually.
I was going to say, they call him Touchdown Jesus.
No, I think they call him Clipboard Jesus.
Clipboard Jesus?
He's a great dude, though.
Oh, yeah?
Great dude.
Just a good, solid human?
There's a good old-fashioned American.
Ram says, be honest, stream was late because Brett was crying.
How dare you, Ram?
You do got some red eyes.
Crying?
You do got some red eyes.
Well, listen.
Yeah. We both do.
Listen. I mean, what do you want? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm passionate about my team, and I don't think that we should lose to teams that we shouldn't be losing to. Excuse the hell out of me for thinking that we should get more out of DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kenneth Walker, freaking Geno Smith, who everybody's telling me should be getting what, MVP? McNeil's got him as the MVP over there. Excuse the hell out of me for thinking we should get more out of that. We got a defensive-minded head coach coming in. He's supposed to be bringing this scheme with him. He's got the players to do it, except some of them are on the sideline, frankly. Let's get back in the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little emotionally upset after we start 3-0 and then we go to 3-3 when we finally start playing teams. You know what I mean? Who do we play up until that point? That's what everybody said about us. Then all of a sudden we start playing teams. We're all of a sudden back to 500. Yeah, I'm pissed off about it as a fan.
Oh, I thought you were going to a cold read.
I could if you want.
No, it's okay.
Simply Seattle. Everybody use our promo code allday15, all caps. See that?
Just add a 1-5 at the end.
Just like it is on Lofa's shirt. All caps, all day, 1-5. You get 15% off at Simply Seattle. If you're buying things on Simply Seattle and you're not putting in the all-day promo code,
You're losing.
Don't come back next week.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. Just use the promo code.
Don't come back next week. Use the promo code.
Use the promo code.
Use the promo code.
Jonathan Smith.
Johnny.
I like it when I can celebrate the team and the players on the team.
True.
Just sucks not understanding what the issue is with the rug
I think he means
defense.
run.
I think he means run, yeah.
I fucking hate rugs.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like Josiah brought it up earlier, and I didn't mean to snap, but it's just like, what do we have to do to stop the run?
Okay,
like,
brother.
if we could stop the run, we'd be better off, but we can't stop the run. What do we have to do?
Brother, I almost threw Cam Chancellor out there in street clothes.
You should have.
I was just like, Cam, just go.
Get out there.
Just, you got this.
Steal somebody's helmet.
Just, he doesn't even need a helmet.
Well, they wouldn't let him play a snap. It's the new NFL now.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Yeah.
He would've just ran through everybody. It would have been beautiful. It would have got the crowd excited.
Let's go.
But yeah. Assignment-based gap discipline is what we need, and it's like to the point of even if we have to go with a different front and implore a 4-man front, like 4 down, just like fucking get upfield, and that way the linebackers know, because 2 gapping is hard, and that's what the 3-4 is. It's a flow, ebb and flow. But when the shit gets pushed back into your lap, which fucking has happened a lot as of late with Williams out, now you got back, but Murph out, like it's a whole different ball game, and you got to adjust accordingly. And I'm sure McDonald's like been talking about it, but like until
Is it at the line or is it at the linebackers?
to the line.
Okay.
Did you see the push?
No, I'm asking you.
We got our dicks
didn't.
kicked in on both sides, offense and defensive line, bro.
Wait a minute. We got our shit pushed in and our
got-
dicks kicked in?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
and our tanks, right? Like hot damn,
Our whole undercarriage is a mess.
yeah, like ugly.
Good
Sweet
Lord.
feet, Forsyth. As bummed out as I am, the Whiners are about to go throw a gauntlet. If we can get it together, we'll be in the mix down the line. In Geno, I trust.
Okay, this one's not on Katie. You mean through a gauntlet, but you typed throw.
Hey,
So
fuck
let's
it,
not
throw it.
get on Katie for the reading here.
Yeah.
This is, again, we're looking at our opponents rather than looking at ourselves, and I don't know how long I'm going to stand for this.
Well,
Like, they got to go through a gauntlet. What if they come out of the other side of that gauntlet with all W's? That doesn't help us much. We got to take care of our business when it's time to take care of our business, i.e., the New York Football Giants.
Katie, stand on business. What was it? Stand on business.
What else we got?
Squeaker Gaming HD. My favorite hosts, Lofa, Tatupu, and Brent Dindrum.
What? How dare you, Squeaker Gaming HD, with your Fallout logo? What the hell is
What
this?
is that?
Is this Tony Hawk Fallout collab? What is going on over there? I don't know. What are you playing, by the way? What are you gaming on? I'll find you. Should I give up my gamer tag? Nah, not on this one. Some other time.
You still have one?
Oh yeah. You don't game?
No, my kids stole that from me years ago.
Oh, we got any gamers in here?
Ryan Mahoney. Where'd he go?
Ryan Mahoney,
back.
rough birthday.
Happy
with that
birthday.
Loss.
First of all, and I'm sorry.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks from
From-
SF Bay.
Oh, you're in the Bay?
In the Bay.
Fuck, the Bay came to us today. Holy shit. It was loud in that motherfucker.
Wasn't it also Geno's birthday?
Yeah.
He could be referring to or
Oh,
or
I
his
thought
though.
it was his birthday.
Could be
yeah, see,
both.
I read that wrong.
Well, no, it could be both.
No, yeah, it's his
You never know.
Yeah, Katie, producer Katie, more than one person could be born on the same day.
Oh, okay.
It's possible.
Right.
Anything is possible.
Katie, quit hating on Geno, all right?
Yeah.
It's his birthday. Quit hating on the guy.
It's like the
Jeez.
day he was born.
He doesn't do anything wrong, all right?
If you watch football, he doesn't.
Jonathan Smith says,
Yes.
don't blame
Let
Geno.
him know, John. That's fucking perfect time for that goddamn comment.
Did he have an off night? Sure. But he's done a ton of carrying. The rest of the team needs to step up and shoulder some of the load.
F and A, Jonathan. F and A.
Man. I mean, I'm almost going to just start hating on Geno just to be contrary at this point.
Good. It could help us.
What's with all the just blind love? Is he out there walking old ladies across the street or carrying your groceries to the car?
I mean, when he's not getting
What's
sacked, he probably
happening?
is. That's how fucking gangster this guy is.
By the way, it's spelled Geno also, everybody.
I think it was Geno. Huh?
It's G-I. I'm just saying. All right. We got anything else? All right.
Sweet feet foresight. Thanks, Lofa, for helping off the ledge with these tough losses.
Hey, I'll invoice you for the therapy session. I got a big one coming up with Brett after this. So
The
don't worry.
last 3 games, KJ, laugh cry. KJ and Brett make me want to jump off. Laugh cry.
Hey,
Listen, I'm just trying to keep it real. I don't want you to jump off any ledges.
No.
I'm just trying to keep it real when I see what I see. And what I see is a team that was trending not in the right direction. And so here we are. And that's all. Like, I don't want to make you jump off any ledges, though. I mean, they can bring it back from this. They got the players to bring it back from this. They have the coaches to bring it back from this. They have the mental fortitude of wearing the greatest uniforms to ever grace the NFL. Yeah. Let's not forget about those throwback uniforms. We just got to play better while we're wearing them. That's all.
I wish you would step off from that ledge, my friend,
You could.
so we could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in. Everybody now!
And if you do not want to see me again.
I would understand. All right, next question. Sorry.
Gentlemen, I'm stepping
Okay.
in as the producer, and we're losing followers. We're bleeding out.
Not because of that.
No,
Oh,
you
come
can't
on.
sing,
No.
boys. You can't sing.
How
Not
dare
with that
you.
attitude.
Alina
dare you.
Dahl says, let's have a positive.
Okay.
Share a story about how you each prank your teammates / coworkers. Did you get away with it? Love Bronner's.
No, Buhner.
Buhner.
Close,
Bueller.
Katie.
You knew
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it right. Love Buhner's story of shoving quarters in Dave Niehouse's
Yep.
hotel
There you go.
door.
That was good. That was good.
And get stuck. LOL.
Laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, yeah.
You got any good prank stories from your time in the NFL?
Not that we can tell. Do you?
You don't
Tell
have
me about
any that you
something
can
on the
tell?
set. You fucking go first.
On all kinds of sets, there's pranks over the years. I can't tell them all, but one that I will tell. Oh, the whoopee cushion one. That's not the one I was going to tell. The one I was going to tell was. Oh man, that is a good one though. The whoopee cushion's pretty good.
It sounds kind of like, easy.
We
right?
used to-
It doesn't sound like very.
One thing we used to do is just fill up people's trailers with balloons.
Okay.
all the way to the ceiling. They open the door, the balloons come falling out. That's a bit tame, I suppose.
Yeah.
The whoopee cushion.
Okay.
Because it's on you. It's funny.
Yeah, one time when we were filming Awkward, we were doing a scene in a living room, and my character was supposed to just enter and sit down on the couch and say my line, and so I came, waltzing in on my line, and I sat down on the couch, and a big fart noise came from somewhere.
They'll never not make a guy laugh.
But like a true professional, I kept a straight face and kept plowing
Michael's
ahead
laughing?
with my with my lines, and everybody else was snickering and laughing, and so I kind of looked up at a certain point, and they're all laughing because I didn't react, and they're like, "There's a whoopee cushion under your cushion," and I said, "Oh, I actually just thought that was maybe me, and I just needed to cover it up." I don't know.
You heard that?
I mean, I heard it, but I kept going. Yeah.
All right, so just go with me on this.
I'm with
Don't
you.
interrupt me.
I won't.
You either, Katie. So after a workout, I go in for a shower. This is where you don't interrupt. Ryan Plackemeyer, he was showering. There was another guy. They were showering. And all I noticed was a ring a wedding ring, sitting on, like, one of the shower, like, there was, like, these little holsters for soap and everything. It was just like, you, like, pick it up, put it there.
A little tray.
I got my shit tatted because my shit's fucked up, right? I won't lose my ring.
Your knuckle, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. So I grabbed the ring. I was like, oh, man, someone left this. And I didn't know it was plaque at the time. So I just went over to the equipment room. And I was like, yo, someone left this, and I don't know who it is, but make sure they're going to be looking for it. It's
Right.
a wedding ring.
Yeah.
So Platt comes up to me. He's like, yo, you take my ring? I was like, whoa. I was like, no, I did not.
I found it sitting there.
Like, so in the back of my mind, I was like, this dude. I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't see any ring. And I just turned the ring in. And so I ran back, and I was like, yo, give me that fucking ring. So I went back there. I taped this motherfucker with newspaper into a ball for a day straight. Like, the ball was this big, like bigger than a basketball. And the best part was, it was more that, like, he accused me, right? You know,
right.
And he's a sweetheart. He's a great dude. But I was just kind of like, man, like, you think I was going to take your ring? Like, melt it down?
That's an attack.
Like, well, yeah, like, whoa, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking taped that thing this fucking big. and then I hung this shit in his locker. I was like, you looking for your ring?
Look like a beehive.
So we got him on tape for 3 days, peeling this shit off. Because the first, like, once he got down to the ball, like the tiny, it was like a baseball.
Yeah.
I, like, very spitefully, I ripped, taped. I ripped, taped.
Oh, wow.
So you couldn't pull one piece off
Oh, man.
and unravel the whole. The first few days were easy, but no.
The first few days.
I give a lot of effort. But the best part was we got him on film, sitting like a little kid, like unraveling the ball
That's
for like
great.
2 days.
That's great. Wow.
And then I went up to him, I was like, yeah, it was me, motherfucker. But it was only because I was accused of taking it.
Yeah. No, I
But
feel you.
I love Plack. Like, he was one of the best teammates ever. It was just, like, accusing me of something.
Shower
I was like,
shenanigans.
It's like, hold up, dog.
Yeah.
Really? No, it's not shower shenanigans. What the fuck?
I almost slipped it past him.
No,
Did you
no
hear
fucking
that?
way you did.
I almost got
No, you didn't. You didn't slip. Whatever.
Austin Clare says, believe in Geno. In Metcalf, we trust.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Don't
you see
point at
the
me.
screen? Oh, my
Don't
bad. I
put
thought I
that
was off
shit on
screen.
me.
I thought I was off screen.
Don't put that shit on me.
Ryan Mahoney says, thanks, Lofa. Lucky to share my birthday with Geno. 10,
I knew
10.
it. I knew
See?
it. They didn't.
You knew.
See,
It's
Katie?
all good.
Everybody,
Oh, yeah.
everybody's
Yeah,
entitled
Katie.
to having their own birthday, Katie. All right?
10-10.
Even if they share it.
10-10.
Shout out, Ryan. Happy birthday.
Good to know. I'm in the spirit of me being corrected multiple times. This is
Well-
from Squeaker Gaming HD.
I mean-
Brent Doofus.
What is with this
Laugh
guy?
out loud.
What is
There you
going
go.
on?
There you go. You're learning.
Who is this? Why are we having beef? What did I do to you?
What? You called Squeaker Gamer HD out?
I did?
It's
Did
okay.
I?
It's okay.
Did I do that?
You did. It's all right. Kind
What, for what? For the logo? For the Fallout
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Is that what I called them out there for?
Okay. Hey, let it go, Elsa. Let it go.
All right.
Jonathan Smith. Brett, you don't get to know what Geno does for me.
Interesting.
Winky face.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But it is Geno.
Still Gino though. on that.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, you were right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I missed it the first time.
Geno.
Yeah.
Alina Dahl says, Brett, you already told the whoopee cushion story. I'm sorry, that's probably my fault,
Really?
Alina. I don't remember him saying, Brett, you already told the whoopee cushion story. I need another story.
Alina's got a good memory.
And the first time you
Great.
told it, you thought it was someone behind you. Thank you.
True. I heard Katie farted.
I'm a big farter.
Happens.
Okay. On this isn't really a prank. This is like a behind the scenes story. Is that good enough?
Behind the jeans.
Something different. On the set of Stanford Prison Experiment,
Ooh.
I was there every day with like 14 other dudes because we were all like had to be on set at the same time. So all the stories got a little bland and boring. And there was a Chloe Grace Moretz movie coming out in theaters that weekend that we were
Ooh.
shooting. It was like,
Yeah.
was she in Fault of Our Stars or something like that? One of those, but it was one of those like teenage sort of YA rom-com something or
What's
another.
YA mean?
Young adult.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And so one of those movies was coming out. And so there was some talk on the set of, oh, this movie's coming out this weekend. I said, oh, I'm in that. Huh?
Kick-Ass 2.
No, not Kick-Ass 2.
Great
No, it
movie.
was like a rom-com or something.
Great movie.
And I said, no, I'm in that. And so everybody said, oh, you are? And I said, yeah. They go to a frozen yogurt shop, and I play the guy behind the counter, and I help them out. And it's a whole made-up thing. It's not true at all, right?
Oh.
But they all kind of bought it. And then
I bought it.
After I told them that I was joking, it just became a sort of a joke that I was in this Chloe Grace Moretz movie, even though I wasn't. And then several times before we started shooting that movie, we would all just start chanting, her name was Chloe Grace Moretz.
His name was Robert Paulson.
You said that earlier.
His name was Robert
So we would just
Paulson.
start going, her name is Chloe Grace Moretz.
I love
For
it.
no reason.
love it.
For no reason
love it.
whatsoever.
Yes.
Just before we'd start shooting some scenes from that movie. So somewhere there's
I
just
like it.
footage of a bunch of guys
I love that.
chanting her name for no reason.
Oh my God. We got to get that footage.
What else you got? We having more here? There's a couple
The
more over
Snoopers.
there.
The Snoopers back.
Eaglet Snupper over there.
It says, Eaglet Snupper says, here's to never underestimating another team. 14 and
I tell
3.
you what.
I love the positivity.
Yes.
I love the
do too.
positivity.
Thank you, Eagles. Snipper. Snupper. Snooper. Sniper.
Snupper.
Yeah. Snupper Harley.
Mike Brown says, what does Coach Mike have to do to get this team ready to win?
Snap a few towels, knock over a few Gatorade pitchers.
I mean, let's just cut down the penalties. Like honestly, like first and foremost, because like discipline is like kind of what I see when he talks in front of the camera and to the team and everything I've heard from that building. It just seems like very, task and discipline oriented. And so we're not seeing that right now. So I think that, but then, defensively, turnovers serve a
Yeah.
lot of, they cover up a lot of holes in terms of, when the run game is attacking you and then now the play action's working, like everybody's guessing. But so get every time you have time to make a fucking tackle, you have time take the ball off a motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. It's like, so, especially like Spoon, who's been known to do that, right? And I don't know. I have to go back and look at his tackles, but he's a guy that creates opportunity. We need more guys to create opportunity like that.
Yeah. Get the pass rush going, too.
Yeah.
That'll help create
Oh,
those turnovers on the back
Absolutely.
end. You know,
Absolutely.
start tipping some balls.
Yeah.
Start, having the quarterback get hit as he throws. That ball goes up in the air. Nothing better.
Now you're talking my language.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. Shout out to our sponsors, betonline.ag, Delta Airlines, EpicSeats.com, Simply Seattle. Make sure you use our promo code ALLDAY15. If you're buying something on there, make sure you're giving us the credit so that they know that we sent you there.
This plus 15.
And then check out the merch. It's coming soon, everybody. There will be a link soon.
Cha.
There's much, much more to come than just that T-shirt design, even though that one is fire.
Right.
That's pretty awesome. Yep. That's it for us, everybody. You can email us anytime, seahawkspod@gmail.com. Also, hit us up on social media. It's at AllDayFamily on IG. Give it a follow. We're trying to get that thing to as many followers as possible, of course. And on Twitter, it's AllDayPod.
Yeah.
Hands in the middle. Let's break it down, everybody.
Cha. Put that little hand in there, Katie.
We're 3-3 from 3-0 to 3-3.
Yeah. Still half game out of first. So don't go crying a river. We're gonna get this shit fixed. Do you believe?
Yeah.
All right. I know one. I got one believes. So hey, that's third. That's 66% out of this. I'm not a mathematician, but
I believe.
on 3. 1, 2, 3. Believe.
Believe.
Oh.